Neat 100.9 FM so any na ene Wednesday November 22 2023 and time just about gone 24 minutes past 1 ene yukwada obubu obusumi na yewumi ne da etoso aduonu emienu afi empino aduonu emiensa abodonko apa ho meeti aduonu enum na mema nti dwumadie ene ye free net 100.9 FM so de bremo adwumadie mi amidi ho chia me yefrɛ me ADAKABRI Mamudu Osioma na anyi gwadwo dam ado na production sini na so na me ofa ase Jerry osai agema wo bo ni chidom na kwe free ye nso na mrante kwa emienu wo som wo mo na fe technical production de abna frema abankro one nana ya osafo says various social media handles omo hwese bibia ebekoso toten ede amayene na fe engineering team no nso so ede achu agbo worker wati akwa nana jare nana abuaje na others ankroma nso yesa ne mrane se sempro na fe enu achire no na facilities group of one a facilities group of one nso so big solo na dada na fe so nana yaw na fe sami na Ubrana Godfrey any the friend no na fe no DJ Bosco Mapuna na fe so Mills yasanmra ne se tai na ye de ehunu de efufuo ebeko akwakobo na awiei ensem no edoso chicha de bebata kakra na fe no yahwe democrata ahodo na eba na anope no animu nsem pampe ni bi ne yetimi ahwe interviews no mum na wanhwe na adoso kakra enan enum na yede aba na fe so mpanifo abetena se na yadwendwene eho na mpanifo eba no Enoch Anhwe Afuakwa of the MPP and Courage Nobi acting Director of Communications for the Movement for Change MFC ono so ebeba na fe Haruna Kingsley Amaliba of the NDC na ono so aba ensema ewo honom exactly wahine kese wahine popro yana Yakubu Andani did I say that Mahama Abdullahi asem ena mekan wahine kese wadi afutuo bi ede emma Dr. Mamadou Baumia efa bi eso efa John Dramani Mahama eho na sa futuo no ye fa ne sen se enne wo mu nhwe na nidi a ada Ghanaians omunye Ghanaians of the northern extraction ede ama wo mu say whichever way irrespective na a person of northern extraction ene be di Ghana for so no sen na omusi ehwe no na fe no wa wi a wasan ba be hwe an analysis of the results of the northern region proper. There are 5 regions of the north Ghana upper east, upper west, savannah, northeast and the north wind region count man 5 na uhwemu a sa nipa mienu a okay John Dramani Mahama na Mahamadu Baumia na omumienu ewo ho a third on the ballot say we share graphic anim ode Chirematin Alan Movement for Change eka ho we share Times anim ode Alan esusu photo eka ho na sa nipa ne miensa mainstream na fe enei yasi ye hwe northern region analysis a ka hunu say northern region no Mamadou Baumia ofri northeast ofri northern region proper hunu say John Dramani Mahama ofri savannah region ofri northern region proper and Alan Chirematin ofri Asante region ofri northern region proper ye ne ye be analysis of the northern region na yahwe data from January 2022 BBC October 2023. What are the figures telling us? Na yentimi enhwe say dean ene wo mu global info analytics o man the figures no e de be man na yetimi adwendwene ho e de asem na asie. What are the 4 things that John Dramani Mahama aka anya reaction from Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia na a movement for change? And so on the sidelines no a dear no almost eka ni nyina ne analysis a ewie yebeye igusunati neat 100.9 FM na yenhunu de yede fufu ebeko akwakobo Daily Post the Bokrata na ode aba osi CocoBot CEO lied over cocoa forward sales. He must render an unqualified apology to President Mahama immediately. Erikopoku, Esunafo, Saf, and Orca saying, na Sentia Orcanisa, Sir John Dramani Mahama, a banker say, cocoa, Watum Edebeje 1,305 cities. Na abani born ho samna nesa wa ya de papa ana John Dramani Mahama kwaka say ene so hwɛ say 46 years a high of the price of cocoa in the international market and nam 3,000 just under 4,000 krani enu nti e wo sen kana na do dan kwakufu ado otimi edi sika ni bi 1,300 no ho nyanya sa no wasisi koku akuafo na no ana chief executive of CocoBot ebeka say there be Ghana de ye cocoa no ye bibi a friend forward sales it yenya anti cocoa no kura no na yaton nti ye ton no 2,600 wo baby dollars per ton nti nya dia ye betimi aka say ene ye the spot price ebe ye ama say spot price ni na minimum of 3,500 3,600 eno na ye de betua de ama akuafo no nti John Mahama watwatro onim de woka onim se de koko adwuma no esitie afa de enko chenkwache anche nru ba biada ene se CocoBot for the nkrata ede akoma finance ministry ene agric ministry amo de akoma parliament de call parliament afa de ye mehwemu a forward sales no just under 37% of Ghana cocoa projected 850,000 metric tons no emu just about 36 point something, just under 37%. And they say no, forward sales. The aka nyina over 62 point something percent. Ni nyina no na spot price. And na minority force mun somewhere. I want to say CocoBot. What chatro? It's CocoBot chief executive no. Omra me pa Mahama che sune. To be chatro say ya turn your cocoa forward sales when in fact under 37% and forward sales. And Tisikano akano 62% no ye ton no $3,500 no ehun sika no say na ba ya yentimi amfa bia makuafo asem ni nie ye betoto oma no atimi abuso omo tedi sitie Daily Dispatch na ode ebaye ose Mahama stole 24-hour economic campaign promise from APC's 2020 manifesto. Hassan Ayariga one of the key persons in so 2024 ballot paper ni dinibe kwaso bie amiaka say the Battle of the North, no, Hassan Ayariga from the Upper East region was say 2020 battle APC na womo say yebeko 24-hour economy we yamfa and say John Dramani Mahama was say obewia that 24-hour economic campaign promise no e a free APC for na eno na NDC MP praises Electrocam's 88 million ultra-modern salt project. And no, and John Jinapo, Ojina no more. John Jinapo, and all the can say, attaching us to the Jinan in chain, say Electrocam, Magdan, ultimate investment of up to $88 million. Ewo enchini tuomu, ewo ada, na ose abaso, ebo edie. Sa so, and Wamapian Ghanaian Chronicle. And also Edebaye. Osi traders route for Brian Echampon to partner Bawumia. Bomwase. Nano kumase memeneda. Utimisa wa yebi papa. Na ono Brian Echampon MP for abetifin. resourceful Brian Champon and I was say adwadifo ahya ase ye ka say ye pe obi obetimi aboa yen abrantie obebe ye MP hwe mu a wode eboa abeti fofo abrantie wobeya Greek minister initiative bi a wahya ase a wode ba enti adwadifo bi say omdom susu di a enye region bi asem ase ye be kan say etinka Dr. Muhammad Bawumia obetie wo mo pa dia wo mo de nko mo pe eye Brian Champon na omra meye de benia partner to Dr. Bawumia was it no new projects without funding Kwadwo Oponkroma tells Parliament Kwadwo Oponkroma Minister for Information speaking in Parliament and na wo be kan say ene aban ne ba bi aduro no project bi ani ho ma aban ne be ka kire o say oba beye abrasika ye de beye no enna honom tie betimi e de aba beye na the Herald the Obokrata eno no so wo ka say na Herald the Obokrata ade a obeka ne say osi cocoa bot abundance 25 million solar torch lamps lies deal company na 24 fie penso Isaac Osei penso omo ba ye beka say akuafo aye titi wuram edokua titru koku akuafo na ye nyankane ampo na omo soso ede ahwe omo na sese de sitie anwumira ansa na omo akodware enu nti kokobod eba be ye say ansa na ye beka say de ye koko rose de ama wo mo no ye nhwe say be nyankane ade ama wo mo na sa company no wode de abania wode solar lamps eno wode be sisi wode ama we na che say azuko se penso 24 fie penso ye hunu de kokosi ya be wie se opuni baaye nti opuni ebaaye ni se sa anhyehyeye no se enya de a eboa akuafo no that time $100 million ye be ye de a ye mvari kura ne ye me adwene nko say ye de $150 million ebeto over 5 years na ye de akwakoye Cocoa Roads na ye de ama akuafo no ntemu edi musa ne se Cocoa Roads yiso no NDC free so hun nsem ba ye se ye kwakoye auditing ne ade na akwan ne bi ho no mu a ye ntimi enwie na kwa ya eno si company no ene ya MPP esan ba ye ya Joseph Boahini Edu ebebetena so yi o ma san atwe tibie sa fe de ye de torchlight ye solar ene ye de brakuafo ene ye de nkanea no a solar lamps no ene ye san de ababiem ehun nsem penten kwa nipa twenye afi de Herald na beka kire se enkrofo no akora no o ma twe asan say Cocoa body say $25 million a ye de kwa koto solar torchlights e de ama akuafo no afi de ya twe asan nti wode onuapanyini Peter McMahon ona Cocoa bot chair wode ni photo fefe abetoa na ode usually affable Joseph Boahini Edu Cocoa bot chief executive onso no abetoa mi ofa kwa mi osu agye my hackman ode ni photo ni so abetoa ena osi company ne frame Free Seal CEO 3 Seal no omo chief executive Oforebu Aten ena eno so no wode ayede benea ode abetoa na we ena na no Speaker of Parliament ono so ebeka say ni fie it was given out word ono use you no say giving out ene nipa bi so twen ni ko si say o say yaton na ono ka say giving up no giving out na nkrofo no ko say ye kwa register lands commission ene omo be hunu say sa asase no bonwura asase ya bonwura Speaker of Parliament etimuo na incidentally no ono so babe no otifie wampa enti ya nye nkrata no lands commission amfa man nkrofo no enti asamo no babe kan na ye bedan say o say yaton ni fie no say de bi manka say yaton speaker fie no tie Herald say CDS and Army Commanders official residence sold. Or say Chief of Defense Staff, any Army Commander, if fear womu etimono, or say a tongue. Hey, and some day can be you. CDS is also seminar. Minuya yakwa yakwa shane say, enkosi if ya de any moon, on fedja tuamra, and seminar wakano, or good CDS in the Ghana Armed Forces and Nimasi. And they CDS didn't be na. And then Herald Obekane say if fear what timono dia hine no number 1 Roman region na ni nyina say ebekom na yahwe if you kura Herald eba beka say de benia yetimi akwakoto enti asem dada no ane da ho no no or say mention has been made of the portions of the official residence of the Chief of Defense Staff at Roman Ridge in Accra, known as Number 1 Roman Ridge, which has been sold out to yet to be identified private developer. Number 1 Roman Ridge. What they call a hotel in Tank Palace. One number 1. Na fi nsuso no. The informer the Ubokrata ana ode ebaye. Wasi Baumia challenges Mahama on track records. Say ene Dr. Mahama Baumia wasi Dr. Mahama the track records no one shay na yen shed or no Mahama why as a vice president why as a president na yem fanto to no Dr. Mahama Baumia ho the ono ye as a vice president eno ena ode atoase. I say Alan Boy spits on MPP constitution, describe it as a poorly written constitution. Na no, na ya buabia Samuel lawyer penny, and now when I'm insisting on Alan Boy no. Alan is 68 years, na buabia 60 years, and no was I say a boy to Alan na. Oh, of ya as a new. Now I say, yes, we're forfeiting the membership of the MPP no, and no na ya buabia the actual response to the buyer. Or just MPP constitution akrano. So we share as a ya share and ye certain gray areas wo mu and you so clear. Know the spirit and know the letters and me no boom. And no ena omode aba abeto ahase you know. Now they find that the Bokrata and or say Yigbon Wura eskins Dr. Baumia as chief of unity or say a nadia oko a Savannah region or in a Cassia or honum. Nina overlord of the Gonja land, Yigbangura, or no, and also a Bakunya, at the Ama Dr. Mama de Baumia, the Oye, and Kabomu, Ahene, Anna, or de Ama no. Na, Kwajo Ponkruma Bio, or say, all hands on deck, needed to execute 2024 budget, Anna, or de Abba. Na, the statesman, the Wokrata, Anna, or say, expert, rebuke Mahama over populist promise to scrap teacher licensure exams. Asamno and I feel the ye be and no or say Mahame or no dear or say our professional teachers yetimi license omo, but then over all the issues about examination no woman at the unnecessary stress at the two a teacher for no eso. One ya Jane and see yes or say licensing of teachers ninano ubetwam ya no. And a family can licensing of teachers without examinations, and a family so can say examinations and only licensing in your back, and any license and unti or so be training in them. And watching ye and a Professor Erica Nane, or a director of the Institute of Education at the University of Cape Coast, and ye quote to say, or say, Doctor, that promise na the Mahama Oyen, a populist, and or no so what they ever has saying. Na publisher ana odeba J.K. Hoggle, Chief Executive Officer, CEO, Grabs Oil and Gas Award. Nene, Papa J.K. Hoggle, Oko Udu Tamahabo, Tamaran about what they call Aflawo, a Kroya barrier, is you on me, Odame, that couldn't friend saying. Ekong dunya du kon barrier hono mu a eni nipa no so hono mu na JK Hoggle owo ehọ na be hunu se ne tanka wode etwe supplies de ma Shell Ghana no ni nyina watwere ni mu lovely na JK Hoggle ene ye se ye ka oil and gas a JK Hoggle na ote so a ye de amano grassroots one Brian Champon to partner Baumia was say nipa bi e wo form omo say Dr. Brian a champon or no, Anna or Mua, or Pese, or Dr. Mama de Baumia, Ebeka Boom, into Dr. Brian Champon to partner Dr. Mama de Baumia, and then by Ghanaian Times, and or a big banner, was it bloody chieftaincy clash at Wanchiki, 7 killed, others injured, houses touched, many flee, and or a photograph of a Nissan hard body. Yabone glasses or say the chief's car with the damaged windscreen say or say ene ahiniemu entokwa na asori ewo kura friend one chicken ewo eye oti region enipa nso na ewuo edodo so aprepra yahyehye afie edom nso so adwane ene say yesese japade na ode aba ahaseye na eye non-functioning of street lights or see 20 traffic controllers 31 cables vandalized in Accra. Aye. Or say eye street lights enye adwuma traffic light enye adwuma na Dr. Neville Dodukote and you can say traffic controllers no eye traffic lights asema ye ken and 31 cables of the street lights no and ya says no awie bi e wan kran ha say it is a wotu anu say na wo hwe say ufri Kwame Nkrumah Avenue eye with the free circle they call UTs no Kwame Nkrumah Avenue to do dance bar nature say what any left at the ewuram eko tete nanke frekwan no Subiko Road and ya no Farah Avenue enti unya tennis I left or dance bar hono now with the akwako drew intersectional Kojo Thompson Road na wo cross o ede atoa so e wo Farah Avenue ho titi Subiko Road no sa light no be se wo honie light no nya adwuma you can imagine say who free from one mu eba dance bar ho 32nd Boga Street ho na wo dia kwa dru intersection with the Kojo Thompson Road na light no nya adwuma na ekwan no so ye makoma miensa na esane efri soro ho no mu eba wa hwe ne ye one sheni tubus an say capital na yatim no e de ne be ma major road sa wo krom intersection between Farah Avenue and Kojo Thompson Road na light enye adwuma na mienu efri esoro ene from eba na miensa efri ntintin so ba omudu sa intersection wa e de ne betimi asie asem sebe the new publisher and also danger warning issued on Ghana. United States Embassy alerts tourists to beware of increased violent crimes against LGBT persons. And they, America for one see omunkro ye na Kojo besia ensem no bamua. Ye de yankrofo ewa he. E de ensem na ebeba. The new crusading guide na orca na ose Rani made choice. Bawumia must go for oil and gas expert to tap into vibrant sector. Stakeholders tip world-renowned engineer Ben Asante, chief executive of Ghana Gas, Ben Asante, and nipa bi so kire se Bawumia ukoka blue ocean economy. Na blue ocean economy dia de na agudi a ewo poase a betimi abeboa ye no environmental issues ni nyina no de ko ne kokoyi Dr. Ben Asante na ono na obetimi aba no aba beboa blue ocean economy na chesene ye jade ato wono mu a ye kotak mahama on 24-hour economy we na ode ebaye enti daily guide omo na de colorful picture no beba daily guide front page headline specialist or say Bawumia fires Mahama over 24-hour economy and no member voice na mwati was a chop back bi operate 24 hours so and then mama akwanya no match me chop back here adwuma 24 hours then can you say kumasi you na sa chop back ne du ba bia na anadwo come dew na pe ba bia ko ne ahwa chop back operate and I said you can chop back and what do we mean abna mu hwehwe mame say on the face of it no what's the meaning of chop back and then daily guide or say Bawumia fires Mahama over 24-hour economy and Bawumia tells us the chop back will be crowd on Kraha or more operative 24-hour service. Daily guide, daily graphic, and or the ebaya or can say maintaining fiscal discipline. Ghana first. Dr. Assuming challenges citizens a graphic business public Stanbic Bank meeting. Now Dr. Patrick Assuming, a finance economics lecturer at the University of Ghana and Woko Kasa was Mummy and Ghana hon kakra. Mummy and Ghana hon edikan. Na yesika 7 ntotoye no yen hyehyɛ de sɛ ɛbɛboa Ghana na ntimi mmoayen help to resolve Boku conflict na yiri urges vice president wanyene kɛseɛ a wɔwɔ na Lerigu the Mampurugu traditional area When you can see na yiri and na all can say Dr. Mama de Baumia we are mamprusi ni deɛ nanso so bua na wahawa ɛda mamprusifoɔ ne kusasifoɔ ntam ɛwɔ bɔku no yɛnhwɛ na yɛntimi ensiesie weni nsɛm a democrata no ɛde baayɛ ma yɛnhwɛ na interview di kan no yɛnkɔka ho asɛm
Ninie and no ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no hwem so betumi a asew na obeka ya jon to ma me ensa duku portmanteau this way chocolate drink na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a this way chocolate drink na kan sia asew udan kan no tumu ho me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho wo hwe de wapi ho o ka sa batete eda fom ho this way chocolate drink
kra cha be pe baba aware
asew
ye fi ase this way chocolate drink ya sori anopa no ne ye bi sha fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne ye nom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so se
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so se
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkrato mu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized. Special ice, natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special.
Neat 100.9 FM so any na sabre we say yɛhwɛ sɛdeɛ ɛnoma esifa edeko first interview no ebeba but before then no na yɛhwɛ na no so ma ko school na ababa away award mako 7 ɛna ne nsa ɛkae anyi ko da me rema me hwɛ sewoba ɛna wako school ɛna award mako 7 ne nsa ɛkae ya sen ena nka wankasa nka obepe no to listen up the third one na menhwe said the ABC afa na yede aye no na fe na Dr. Mama de Baumi voice atoa so na fe JDM so voice atoa so na fe interview no ede aba enti yehwe said the ABC afa ede ebekọ no right ti UTN so no ensem a won menne ebebie phone line no so ede amount na yahwe ede normal isi fa ya ede ekro na ede aba behwe ede yahwe ede normal na betia sa afa ede atoa so na ehu ye ho
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And no ma beto to dia me baba no ho ade no. Hwem so betumi a. Asew. Na obeka. Ya jon to ma me ensa duku portmanteau. This way chocolate drink. Na kan wo hwe afibia so beri ni waware ne a. This way chocolate drink. Na kan sia. Asew. Udan kan no tumu ho. Me be mo anu nso hye kura de aka ho. Wo hwe de wapi ho. O ka sa batete eda fom ho. This way chocolate drink.
Kra cha be pe baba aware
Asew.
ye fi ase this way chocolate drink ya sori anopa no ne ye nom ye bi sha fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink ne ye nom and this way no ti ano a he se kire wom koko wom brick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ne so se
This way chocolate drink.
de wo hia ani so se
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkrato mu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. does you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere. Specialized feel different. Always think specialized.
Special Ice Natural Mineral Water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Right. Need 100.9 FM so any. Now, November 22, 2023. And just about 5 minutes to 2. Interviews, you know, but not yet made the hujuma. Quite unfortunately, if I say a defect kakrebi, Emma, the way intimate and voice, the interviews, no rather. Ma, yeni a former director of communications for the New Patriotic Party, na face former member of parliament for Adentang, na oye senior advisor at the tenure of John Ajekum Kufuor, and a legal practitioner of Aya Boabe Asamoah entry and Komokaka. Of Aya Yamwaha. Oh, what is on fire? Na informer Democrat say, wo wakwa akwotwero say MPP constitution no what describing as poorly written. As you understand? I didn't see of out.
Ni penny in the tray, say, well, don't be Eddie. Now, I am a captain. Never said, means were Jamie, no captain. And I mean, say, and you know, sworn on be ye, did I am run on Mujina to be ye, did. Tam ran on Cassati, said it. A kick. Nimre apart. Just Nima Munins and America. Eddie Kine. Emra Ashe. Who said, ye two abam you a presidential and a parliamentary. And he said, Chua Swan. Now, assembly for parliamentary one, and they are foreign presidential. Assembly for presidential one, and they are foreign parliamentary. And I said, buy one, get one free. And BBC, not yet the time running you one. I say, Kunankasa, there's a Shria dear. As he said, name me cram vote, you know, none may vote to Bako. Presidential vote, me vote. The Gina Timpi Suka say, Metforma, Alanche Martin, or no, Nanyame, Kanya Shane. Do so Udigana and me Metforma, Nemuno. Yet also me in a parliament, Lydia. Yamea Madoma, Medibedum, MPP Obigina, Marseille, Metforma, Sanipan. Mosi, my medintimum pet vote to the Mubia. And I get them Ranwa, who say, Parliament, betting me, I will, na vote to be a home fast one. As a time run in Chakwam and Fakwam, a cake. And Rano, in food, the echo so gun has a day. Seco Mutino, a nipadi dia, the open, and what the bay. And Nipano, Yanako Muti, no, they don't what, or say, what for me, baby, for what for me, let's say, the order don't mean also, mempe. Machine and also a couple. And see that make us a Samra kick. I told you, know.
Young Clarify has a craby. It's not a year. Article 391 and they are poorly written And I say the whole MPP constitution in its entirety.
391. 391.
It is 391 penna wokanya entire constitution no.
Aye. Oh, are they? Let me say constitution in Anyata. Constitution Benna. Which you are boarding in Agusa. There be 391. And the informer say me see constitution in Anyana.
Retier. Or say Alan Boy, who baby or Tiffany Dre was who Alan Boy. Alan Boy spits on MPP constitution. Describe it as poorly written.
Yeah, so mo so ya no pa no mo pense mo ne adi o mu twa mo ho sa no mo hwehwea informa de yi gina ni ba bia edi ni kura oti a informa o de no abebo amane.
Okay, now we know say in serving the interest of the general membership of the party no now all your reference to article 391 right
Mpacho why
it dey na to aso
ni say article 55 16 constitution 55 10 16 emma obia ho kwan emma ordinary ko ba bia ope enyenhyefo se obedom ku bi chinchinia odom ku bia eku no kire obabia okokumotie enko enti sam emra no akasa no so no ekwan bi so no etia constitution o te ate
and
my freedom say o timi ntimi meshi ku mu say eku no chinchinia mi kokromoti what shall we kokromoti aboku no ahmo
now also suggest say provisions of the MPP constitution enjoy wo as a like-minded person amunyina makambo mati party no e shawo say chinchina tofa kwa hase ya inconsistent with the Ghanaian constitution of 1992 ana
Constitution of Ghana. Now, what the constitution be a walk of animals? Constitution be a no. Nyanches what say, our constitution a bro of my constitution. So, the moment no, constitution to say, sorry, say you were fast, so it's open an article. Into corridor. Ukodom wo munani wo mo ayo mo nhihye pepepe enti ye wo said ye na ba de din dia na e kase ye tam constitution ye dia toto o man de no ho dia ye wo constitution kuma no de toto o man de no bi e bo ebere bia kuma no de no betofo na no fo de enya me hawa me ko and the me pacha
and just say wo na wo kwa na say MPP na apam
aha and no so da ehia nchire mu no afi se sa 391 e kire se yenya yi ekuo no nya yi obi se omeda ekuo na no e na omde afra president in parliament na se wo kurum na ye wadwen se onji sa nipa ne ntum ana wo kotai content creator ana wo ko content creator sa nipa no a eku na yi no no a ene na wayi wo adi o ntwe maku no nyi wadi wayi wo adi enti efi da owura chematin na me wode em ho bia oto na num tuo say what here for Franto movement for change. No jira content chrono. Na me what them home bi no. Na me me ho afi. MPP shame. Then I want yi anti. Like I said, ma fi ma wo afi. Ndi nye omo na esi medie. Eye mi suban de ma ye. Ene de na me peta me ye. Ah me gidi se eno na. A kira kan die pa. Se obetimi a kire wadwen se ekwan we su ne beboa omo do mani ato so ye kan bi ni na o no wa sedie wa sudie ene se obekire kwan amadom nso atimi atim sa kwan so na se sebi o onyema enkoyi a emmoa sa omo mta wa kiro ntimi no migina sebi akandi nhihye so migina atanya kukudu so migina atanya asade so ena migidie ni se owura chematin ɛbɛtumi de Ghana akɔbɔ hyɛ asase so ɛno nti ɔkaa sɛ ɔyɛ kɔ content club di n'akyi nti daa medi n'akyi no ara pɛ no na kyerɛ sɛ wohwɛ constitution mu a na mayi me ho adi nyɛ ɔmo na ayi m'adi
na ɛyɛ ɔfayɛaboabea Samoa ada room yawada November 16 at the forecourt of the State House Udi ɛyɛ owura kyerɛmaten akyi ɛkɔ ɛyɛ State House wɔnom a na wo shirt fɛfɛɛfɛ yɛde afrafranto na design MPP fo anka ho hwee kosi sɛ de memene da deɛ san to aso ɛwɔ Heroes Park ɛwɔ Kumase ne dwuada ahomakye ɛna yɛde ade yi ma ne yɛbrɛ public sɛ what for official membership. Now, can you have any comments on the timing of the timing of letter yedibai?
Who na achi wom? Who and achi wom? Who and achi wom? Every say I didn't boboba. Na boboba every now should die a fruit before no coachia. No moon say, hey, how many others said in one you? So many guys want to say, have you over my king and nasa? Na BBA CBU. Now, see, your State House are fading to my bare moon. No, say, I didn't move picture. I say, could you come and say, no, say, hey, obviously, why I didn't mention that could no be any of you. No be a thing. I go friend to my baby. And Tisana Tia. Yen, she said, if it's piano. Nancy alone, say, you put them good say. I could them be why you were my dear. And only the man have you, or much it for mom, dear children. I am one sure, say, na penny musa cry yet me the dynamic. In sanity, a minimum in Binko. Na a basta, a dom in say, papa, no wretched material, not our dom. In Tommy, a na domino, a unit, not dominion, not dominion, as a domino, cassia pass to be free. A domo, a bibuno. Cassia piece of free, MPP neighbor. As a wretched mateno, the wanted to go a so, yeah, cost one, said you, Yamia, a kuna, me a quick candinia, only earnings, only the good aswa, yento. Only earnings, and shares and cow, yellow paper, your class of fine, get massa. Into the bonus. Into the dream, a paper, a common woman, some my age. One pequan bishop, and will not have them, and see, I know, I'm sure. When you better to na ajuun them. And to conversion are they? Any nippon no, where you know did that? Nippon on me be a man a free moon. And you wouldn't change mother door and country. But they would say, who in it? When you na obia. When you have good run, I will be like green sea pino, and I will be at the end of fair or one a backup on. Not the emotion. At the end, yeah, you be met.
Next possibly a Saturday, December 2. A Afrafranto walk. Ewo Kumasi Abontene Suono. And now Ususu say, we no beba pre-empty the whom ashe. And if I best step out, Aqua Afrafranto unity walk no. Ana.
No, no. Na a crown of the Afason. On the one, I just you be ready. A domino or between. A domino and between. And he said, okay, Saturday, I almost say, on between young Santonano. I also bet Santonano, and we said, yeah, who could have at 9. Said you, we are Sedic, Abubakar, Boniface, when you part cabinet minister, our DBR. Wadin kunim a person you so back was stream back one side. And now him too. Said it, Fenny Penny Kui, and any part what. And Sana, Hobson, Obiani, Hobson, who are written to my work, among your Semuganda, and all the names of my foyer. And teacher said, Sandy Panai, a cool let near you already be an artist, you are 2 things, so Nipanai. And the teacher, my teacher, said, you almost a chance. So ho adwen no the Martin Chiasa Day, then you can't pro mood this is me no tabio youth organizer now women organizer now first vice chairman wo ba bi no and you tell me there me come di me better me na di me na nko ma mention city na me hwe de be si na de o tie na o ti ho di no emwo enti anya de asade we no ebe pusu wo e so o ti mu twa de utimu ye de en fa so be na obi nya fimu e so utimu saa na de no akohwie gu kwa so ade na de ahye okon no anti utimu no wanka sa otisim se wo koton enye yi wo so nim se enye yi enti nye saa nhye no na open yi pa dia de wakan yi na watia to wo so se wo pese wo bi domani mu no so open yi pa dia yo betimi dia boa dom no unyami tuma ene so binya akoko no akode papa wo enti menyi ni se saade no a ta chire ti mo betwire saade no eto abonten no menyi di to mususu die no e be sum dom yem be shi wo mo na wo meje wo ra chemati e maso enya atuma
enti se ehwe dia na ubehwe se asat October 2023, you know, Global Info Analytics would want us to believe, say Asante region, Baumia ye know as flag bearer of the MPP in the MPP stronghold of Asante. No, data no suggests say over 43% ewa Asante, and John Dramani Mahama ewa 27% ewa Asante. And Alankojo Chematin, it was 16% ewa Asante. You should say, Chematin, September, October, yano, or registered 16 percentage points ewa Asante, as opposed to 43 percentage points ewa Emma Baumia. In the coming months, say February, March, April, what could happen ewa Asante?
Media, my mono polling, dear boy, Yamanyo Sempa. Ya de nso a nhye da nyina ta se bibi a atwam no na nyina yesu posi be da di se ya amanyosem ampo ya tan kire ye gina enche kura na abaso a thinking me bo papa na abaso Global Info Analytics me bo na abaso emum no ye bibia me ye ne te bibi ta ba me ko hye dem ma sese na ma hwe na me am so e ma so to ma bu me nkonta awo fom ye me fa free papa na die me no e Global Info Analytics e a odi aba no mo ni se a kire se wo mo omo data omo titru MPP mpanyimfo no omo data omo no se tematin wo nya hwee ma afisi wo gina content kro na ye mai mu content kro nko na ni bi no se wo tini fudi atra 1%, 2%, 3% na content kro nya no akodu 16 se the Global Info Analytics the AKBia na chese me sudia de bia me buru mu chana sen no ebebem sudia ni chese Ghana for abo mo se ombeto ma chema tia bedi o ma ko miam so nya Asante ma ko Ghana beto ama o ra chema tin efi se efi 2016 ba na obia sha scared the thing in so onye fi abayi mu ya to ya to no ntre ensia so enum ensia enson so ya she da hu ya hu ano sa enti se me kotu se bia nipa no a wadura eku ntu abegina ho me hwe nipa na nkata suban ahwete wo no betimi ayi bibia mame a me hwe atra ku no ntuma no me eku ba kura me hwe atra ku no ntuma enu ntina bibia fo na skirt and blouse no abaso entina skirt and blouse no abaso no afite nipa no won fa no tra ta bi to nipa no nya begina ho na oyeku ba na ku no ntuma dra no dia ekunim no a no yetwembo se ye hwe ne ye hwe suban ehwe wabakosem ni woni so adifu eka ekuo ntoma no enti na abase bi wo ho a o mampanyi timinya ne nso na hye bibiem no akodi ekuo foforo na ekuo wi enya na hyɛ bedwam na mampanyin dibre no akɔdi foforɔ ɛno na Ghanafoɔ yɛho ahomka sɛ yɛtumi ato din a ɛbɔ so pɛpɛpɛpɛ yɛfrɛ no skirt and blouse asawa so nti asawa aba no aba no sɛ wode nipa ne ba na ɔma ɔmoto no ɔmɔde gyedie sɛ ɔbɛtumi ayɛ adwuma no nti a wode ne ba no biara ɛbɛyɛ wo nwanwa sɛ ɔmne bɛnante ɔmbɛhoahoa waa so da ne duru no ɔmokɔkyena mu kɔkɔmmuti a ɔmbɛtene atɔ deɛ ɔmo nim sɛ adwuma no ɔbɛtumi ayɛ nti sɛ December 7 2024 nipa no kɔno kɔhu sɛ yɛɔmaama ti da adeɛ no so wayɛ bi yɛyi kan yɛhu nsakyerɛ bi ɔde ba ɔsii mi metwa wɔ mu nkɔmmɔ yɛ na ɔde ba ɛka bɔ nkɔmmɔ metwa wɔ mu obi akɔbɔ botea bɛyɛ adeɛ ɔso metwam ɛhesɛm nti metwam nti mfasoɔ bɛyɛ na ɛwɔ mu ɛno no ɛda nkyɛ asa na wakɔhwɛ Alhaji Bawumia ɔno nso sɛbi si yɛ kasa yi ɔne yɛ papa Nanado ɛna nam a deɛ bi gyina siesie biara no wɔka ho ketewa bi ne nti gyina hɔ na ɔkɔhwɛ na owura Ayarega megye bi sɛ ɔno ɔkɔ congress a ɔbɛnya na afei wobɛhwɛ na owura Kyerɛmaten so anim da hɔ a biribi bɛpu suwu no ɛnyɛ vo na abɛdwene ho mpire no wokɔ kuromutie bɛkɔ owura Kyerɛmaten anim prɛko pɛ ɛfisɛ wonim sɛ wɔn no ɛna wonya nsɔɔ ne nhwɛɛ kwan bi so ɛmfa aban tumi nhyɛɛ ne nsa ɛhu deɛ tumi no obɛtumi de ayɛ ama wɔ na wowɔ awerɛhyɛ mu wɔ gyidie sɛ ɔhwɛ n'abakɔsɛm ɛne n'ani so ade ku a ɔno no de saa abaradwa akonnwa no ɛne abaradwa no ne ɛho ahoɔden hyɛ ne nsa ɔde nsakyerɛeɛ bɛbɔ abrabɔ
Enti answer na Obekro no of Yabuabe Asamoah, former director of the Director of Communication for the New Patriotic Party, former member of Parliament for Adengton on the ticket of the MPP. Now, by virtue of MPP constitutional provision, you say we forfeit membership. I also wajiatumu gracefully. Sir, info analytics data ya na make can say in October. A fair natural Martin September, Utu Nanamo, Yadru October, now in early November, Dr. Mamman Baumiaso, MPP for Huano, flag bearer, John Dramani Mahama, a little over 6 months, no one Huano Dada, or a flag bearer of the NDC. Swing regions, no data, info analytics at the airba. Swing regions of Greater Accra, Central Region, and the Western regions, our regions, me and Sanum. And I'm saying swing region. And you see, say, graph no indicators say Mahama is coming down. Graph no indicators say Dr. Mahama de Bawumia is coming down. Graph no indicators say Alan Kyerematen is going up. And so you have Mahama at 49% in the swing regions as at October 2023. You have Dr. Mahama de Bawumia at 26% as at October 2023. And then you have Alan Kyerematen 12% as at October 2023. Once again, we will ask you, in January, February, MPP for Akomo primary survey, what do you hope to see of the graph, the movement?
A big group have seen a yetimony, near Kikako, a year Busoni, Sia, Kako Twabana. Who said, Alan, a good you be a Sana. Between Century ABC Ghana. And Century ABC Ghana, a year 2016, a bread Ghana for her year 2 skirt and blouse. A bread Ghana for whom said, and yet the drown on point, yes, here. Said ma back of some cacra. I didn't see moon. I be pay away a fourth republic. In front of many Philippa, no more be bar. And Sana yes, or ye bay. You won't cacra. Na any Yanika sword said the baby a chomono. A such a phone, or your my dear, we are from a jama, from to me, none como cook. Nan so PND 40, or my dream thing, or my tranquil swatches, whom you emulate in the butcher, or what transfer you to bow, and so one versus home at Tangia, no more trap, and to my lips, maybe see that. The Bri and so. Only friend to man, only no 14 Supiate, only friend to money behind, on the Jitumina Cantu. Tapet penny see. I need it. Yet, a woman saw my boy a chrono, and so yeah. Only whom to go to Amansa, the Jim Mawo. na Ghana for me kiti pa ne se na nhye ne se obetumi dia to aso mprenu to fi na mprenu so rentino go fi amansa o hodia ade na o kan na nim ma ne ndi nim fi na nka ho do nko ntina chese ye to abana to aso mprenu a soja fo iko afei ye ti si kwa mu ana ye eku ahoro do ye inches ye ayete utimi si ubuse me aso esi me MPP me CPP ni MD ni PNC ni ani e to abadwa na say abaya MDC MPP we ba ye we ba ina no beto agu enye emwaman ye we ba no beto ni ina agu ni ina so bo fia na ye na bo fia ni peja kwa woto abano so unse de nya bo fia ho mfaso unse na wutua afise ya babagu enti eduru baby na mka se fibe 2016 na nipa na ya se ya fa na wadwen beto no sa se inra ho inti na metwa da chi bi ebeji nsem nti mama nhwe se nipa na wo de adura no na wo ba obetini aboa me ana se ya parliament amatini dinwo me peso esu ya na wa ye bibi wo peso esu a emu hwam ana o obi na ni adin obetini aboa me ana na mama nso me nhwe fa ho se bia nyam ku entuma ni dra no minim no obetini aye adwuma no enne ko fa skirt and blouse no bai president here adwuma menso ya seka parliament with many parliament here adwuma na seka president edu 2020 no na 30 enuntina central vivi mantem o mampani timinya o so efi tu oni bi sun kuri menso edu no na shebe dwuma kunya no ko PNPC ni na aka ho bi na ya dwuma ma so wadi nkuni ezenka wadwi mu ne bienka wudi nkunim constituency nanka presidential no so ben sananka eta ikono se se asesa enti biri na ni so mo copy Supreme Court so asesa afise wo mo share that to abamba o mampani wo mo ni asem o ma free ese emu no empinity e di no nya free no enti asesa na pese we bitini aye adwuma no sa skirt and blouse the Edru Swan 2024 on because the president we are between your yen, ye pedu between see how ye numa, a numa, one on the back of them, and any dodge, a chasing between your my numa, any babaco. I want to Omina, come on, big young, so you know, you might if you know, she can go, me have another Yama, or Yama, even Omoboa. If it's all my back of them, now here in a storm with the catch also be more human, I attend the group. Nipa ba ko pen wo kase memo wo dwuma Ghana ha se sia wo bear brain dwanwa obetimi aye ayala in Ghana for the man
yo and finally offer yaw se wo hwe aye o personal political trajectory why ade agina MPP no mu over the years asom esoma eni hobie de ama Alhaji Aliu Mahama Alhaji Lidra where vice president nyina wugina mu as a senior advisor ewo ne office what the ba MPP no mususu ko wie say in 2014 ba say Alanchiramatene all challenging Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo at the internal primaries no ugina Chiramatene no echi ema or prosecutors campaign no ebe wie say after competition cooperation any de ye adwuma Emma 2016 eventually Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo ebe winning ye as year president of the republic no uye adwuma ma party adwuma as year director of communications ejina party no mu a de eboai ene say afei no yes sign internal primary CB mu a wa revert back to Alan Kojo Chiramatene obi a woni Nana Adodan Akufo-Addo aye adwuma at close quarter edie na uhunu ewo Alan Chiramatene mu a when it comes to Chiramatene and Alhaji Muhammad Bawumia ube choose to Chiramatene over him
every said kane anwa shire Chiramatene so say on it me Ghana mebuno e ma me no ye nyina ye haw alo every one what shire baba kwasem ene na ni so ade hu say oti e haw na se na kwa yi pipe ya odeje ene ni hwan na aso daye abeje si hwa abibire mu nyinaa obi ɛhoahoa Africa Continental Free Trade Area kwan ne bɛgyae ɛyɛ kyerɛ maten yɛ haw no ɛne sɛ yɛbɛpɛgya nnwuma mu na yɛsikasɛm akɔ soro na yɛgya ama no ne bosea bɔ na yɛnyɛ baabi adi dwa saa na ɔman biara de to mpɔn adwuma ne dwadie adwuma nti sɛ wotumi pɛgya nnwuma no na sɛ biribi firi mu ba a ɛhɔ na de mmɛbunu no ɛyɛ akwanya no nso ɛba na afei saa nnwuma no mu nhyehyɛe no a ɛba no ara no ɔnya bi de asiesie wo man na afei nso wodi dwa wɔ abɔnten amanɔne ne abibire mu ayiaa na ɛno nso de amanɔne ne abibire mu sika ɛbrɛ wo na wodɔre sadeɛ na woyɛ kɛse nti sɛ yɛbɛgyae aboseabɔ no na yɛgyae IMF ne korɔ na yɛgyae futuka ne berɛ a yɛbrɛ no ntwaaho no a yɛtwa ho no a NDC ntwaaho NPP ntwaaho no ne nyinaa kɔwie IMF ne katwitwiridie no deɛ a gye sɛ obi a ɔte nnwuma ne ɛtwadie hyɛ ase a wobɛtumi ama yɛ sika akɔhyɛ nnwuma ne ɛdwadie no ɛba saa a yɛhyɛ ankasa ɔman no yɛbɛdɔre sadeɛ yɛbɛnya yɛ sika a yɛbɛnya toɔ atete wɔ mu a yɛde bɛtuatua yɛ ho aka siesie yɛakwan ayɛ yɛ skul ɛdan ne yɛayi yɛapɔmuden nhyehyɛeɛ a ɛbɛdom yɛn ankasa a boseabɔ no ɛso bɛte alahyɛmaten ɔteyɛ haw no ase alagye baomia ɔntumi nsiesie yɛn
yo ɛde ɔpa yaw mene wawie a ne sa wokɔ na mmom no Facebook live ɛna ɛyɛ kwasi ni klote wɔde question bi abasa memfa mu saw enti mebu saw wotumi yi no a fine wantumi anyi ano a ɛyɛ acting director of communications for the movement for change courage nobi ɛwɔ ha obetumi a research no apɛ mu ɛne de ama no ɛne san ɔsɛ ask ɛyɛ yaboabia samoa how many people did Alan Chematin employ in his 16 years in government? Do you have an idea? Enipa dodua over the period Alan Chematin as trade minister, what created employment opportunities there mo mama manya adwuma bia ye?
Ono na hye o se aban no ankasa ngoma o de begu abonten. Owura Alhaji Doctor His Excellency Vice President Mahamudu Bawumia ono ani nkonta o de begu abonten se aban we enyuma o mapie eye opportunity 2 million. The one need na share kesiye wompa a Ministry of Trade 250,000. Mungu go na monhwe. Enye me na America. Ono ankasa Facebook live o Google monhwe. Aye employment statistics aye Vice President Maumia His Excellency na de beto abonten. O fitable no ma ahye ya na apeja enuma pa kesi pa a Ministry of Trade and Industry.
Na budget teleforiata
me wadajia nka mechirechiro se de wetimi asisa Ghana chebre se de odi PSI sisa Ghana nhyehyɛ se de wetimi di automobile industry aba Ghana se de meka se Africa Continental Free Trade Area se de odi special economic zone Kumasi 5,000 acres a okusi kama oforo kra okumasi nhyehyɛ ya wa ye 1D 1S enima wa ya na ne hia ne se apan bama ne mia kɔ ho yɛ fɛ no priority ti this nipa no so dan but maybe aban ahoɔden aban tumi a priority
enti ɛyɛ budget ya finance minister Kennedy Kenneth Nana ya kuntunkunu koforiata ekenkan na anoi a wɔka sɛ 1D 1F no over 320 of the factories Nyuma etwamu over to employment in excess of 200,000 you know. Are you able to say sir data no finance minister catch parliamentarians na anu ya no ubetimi alenke Alankojo Chematin directly to that data na
and say one na opia sa share no so sabi oye adwuma wo owura ye nyina mampanyi His Excellency the President Nana Dankwa Kufuor aban so ono ne de sa de share ne nsa ono na son ho da ye no ye ho share no sie sabi otu din 1D 1S na na mma mu I was so ye nhyehyɛ I was so pia nipa na omukomu I was say ohwe sisika sembetene I was say de meka yi yidwadi a ohwe be bi gwa no wɔ na hwɛ baabi a mfitiɛ no nso wɔ ɔno no di saa nkɔmmɔ no nyinaa akyi ɛma ɛbɛɛ mu ɛwɔ Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo President His Excellency aban mu nti adan ne yɛbɛka sɛ ɛnɛ deɛ wɔafiri aban no mu deɛ a yɛntumi mfa ɛho mfasoɔ sɛdeɛ tie biara yɛnhwɛ mo mfa ne nsa kwa anyɛ koraa ɛnɛ wama tailorfoɔ ayɛ designers anyɛ koraa ɛhɔ no yɛakɔsesa nnipa dodoɔ ɔmɔyɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ mesuro anka mɛka sɛ boro nnipa 600,000 ɛna wakenya wɔ mu a wɔn garment industry mu wɔ Ghana ha ɛfiri sɛ wɔde Friday wɔ ɛba na wokɔ tailor hɔ a tɔkuro bi mu wobɛkɔ na wɔde tɔwura gu ne kɔn mu na wɔtwa ne fufu wode ntoma kɔma no a ntoma a wɔde kɔ ayie ɛnɛ ɛkyina da korokora deɛ wokɔ a na watea deɛ wohu sɛ mase awu firi me so kɔ meboa ɛnɛ wɔde saa deɛ no baeɛ yɛ nyinaa ɛyɛ ntoma atade ebi si aborosan tailor wobɛkɔ na wɔsi aborosan na wɔde ahwehwɛ ahyɛ ne mu pɛpɛpɛpɛ wobɛwura mu a te sɛ aburokyi atareɛ wei mepɛ wohyɛ a ɛkɔɔ pɛpɛpɛpɛ watua ka wɔresene ɔmde bi kɔ ama no ne adwumanfoɔ twa ntoma fira ne adeɛ mesiɛ no nko a koraa wosi ko a woanya koraa wobɛnya nnipa bɛyɛ sɛ tandɛ taade ɛho sika afei no mu no ɛbɛboro 2 billion cedis ɛyɛ ntoma adwuma kwa a wɔde baeɛ
okay miɛmfa nsi yɛ
yɛnkontan kɛnti yɛhu
yo ɔbaya yɛbɛda wase ɛne wo mu a yɛ ɔde aba sɛdeɛ wakan nyinaa no hwee nkyerɛ sɛ wo sɛ
mesi chia college ma me
ɛdɛ college yɛfrɛ sɛ wo master so menkyia wo ma no
honorable honored hey David
dɛmtiɛsi ade deɛ mo strategy amafaa ne sɛ mpanimfoɔ no ntena akyire na momfa adwuma no ma nkwalaa no nanso so no panyini di panyini mpanimfoɔ no bɛ strategize na nkwalaa no energy no ne zeal no ɔmo de apushi meboa
ɛtenetene yɛn fa ha tena ha ɛno nti na yɛtumi bɔ mmɔden no
right
honorable mekyia wo paa good afternoon
yo ɔbayɛ ɔte yɛda wase paa amen yɛaboaben asamoa ɛna wotee ne ne no maame nhwɛ master p na afei no Facebook live foɔ no so no memra na ɛnɛ so no yɛbɛhwɛ Northern region proper analysis of the Northern region proper say Mahama omfree Northern region Baumia omfree Northern region into a no man's area into a dear pa na yɛnhwɛ ni mu sɛ wohwɛ trend no a ɛbɛkɔ so in the Northern region global info analytics ɛbɛba Master P or Hinefa yeah radi London we be coming hey Wafa ADAKABRI to the whole we are saying good afternoon sir Wafa ADAKABRI please kindly wish Mami Santua Secretary of Osino Development Forum a glorious happy birthday for me hey mumuadu for Osino dokono no to say the papa edi yazantwe Mami ya wadaroma we are Secretary of Osino Development Forum and ukunu ene wo ma wo maame no papa unuanom eye kwakudwumo ene entire members of Osino Development Forum almost celebrate wo maame ya almost celebrate ene papa enenti eba miyonkwe na abrantie ofri eye achemfo onsuro prosini bebia hososo na ahemfo no duru honoma achemfo ye wo street bi honoma a chese atitru ne free honum ye friend Prabiw Street PRABIW Prabiw Street enti atitru ne free sakro so onu kro ya so du late kubase late so eno ani kubase so eno ani late uduru waso no a eye ne house number di akire 1 2 3 ye friend Professor ya Jampo the youngest professor you can imagine san was swag awo no ankasa wo gi edi ewura ne mu so was swag ya Jampo ni
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Prof. Now what is area? Yo, Nadia na aduamu wo eye Sopon Prabiw Street a ese atitru and yadin for intelligent people, smart people, every side street is way.
I said Ghana, a farm would be a part of manual of one Ghana political maker on your team, UGC, also your team, TPP. From South political parties, we may now political parties are all in there. And you know, one of the independence class and a holy. And yeah.
of me and Jadibi. Yenyan share a normal sit Emma various political parties. Obiam fa a ni manifesto MI. But as a political analyst, ubetimi ama a distinction be between a plan. That this is the plan. I mean, any a political party manifesto, Anna.
Oh, some pembe no plan. I'm with you, Jumano. I can't say can be a Smith manifesto no bomb, but I think be a call for FFP manifesto. Now, it might be only friend experiences of the time. Now, I say, omode omunya nhyehyefo fro bi to de bia na eno any manifesto no bia na nsem a wo manifesto no ene nhyehyefo fro to de bia na nsunsuye kaka wo. But the point is the politicians, you know, they look at what people want and they tell them manifesto no more any manifesto no so na for person omutia minjin ne se bibia esi won kwan but to de bia mia eya nanka eya papa say mia won be kan no ebia a codified document say manifesto so that people can read and always use it to demand accountability.
Nanka using it to demand accountability. Why would have thought to say enka codified offense document no nanka costings so eka ho nanka animdiefo so betimi aboa mani pa nye preferences no etimi a question. What do you make of that?
Sa say any questions eka ho kra na sa nka ho a yankasa na we're trying to institutionalize presidential debate on our political calendar, and so I say I told you platforms you know no crowd to say media for some more from American kind content media much so educated question send your bear better say man ko bi can try and so one kasa omote ni omokana
me just say
one no omokeka bi keke no kind of plan who be stand more details on tia fi yetro man on say amayo form pin bo be nyama omokeka try na so de bia na obi na atena se atro man on so je ya no question kan and whether it makes sense or it doesn't make sense, whether it speaks to the reality on the ground only a trauma on the can I know they are more it is uncle for all subject to straight proof by asking more probing questions and then they are exposed.
Nti say Ghanaian voter psychology. I was said the Ghanaian pa no yetimi emma obia or presenting on say under the representation of the People's Act yanko to abamfa mano no. Na say nipa no yetimi describe no so wakeka bia keke ne onti de waka ase.
About me describing that makes it about me I'm up that firm realization. I know question binum and a platform to be a be interrogating name of market account manifesto. They be bisa. Ubisa na say to me ka na ubisa no to me ka. Said the person is exposed. And you be say me say me be a na o kan na ayebo se mu ka say a trauma no ho can be. And it me yenina no Ghana na ye dia enye party bi dia na enye pa ye ka se we no dia yenina ye dia ntina was study any master this year be exposed to sankofo no say ne be ya judgment and decisions as to who must be given the mandate to rule no e be tumi a contingent on some of these things and for mining question be answer keke bia na say we've had too many managers and rulers of the country, if not our leaders. And one of the reasons is that it means subjected them to street proof and interrogation of Niama or Mopasa or Mokasa or Mobaye. And so Bakaka can be Bia so Niama Nipaya popular, the Bibia to be Manipaya popular.
Yeah, say so you're famous, so you're infamous, so near Kikako.
Election thrives on popularity and unnecessary fame be a emfa ediani nipa a table so also I mkwasi asemu nyina be ampo to be and so the popularity eba
nte de hia ne say on top of people's minds no ye be kai say nipa asumesi ne dini nie na ni photo nie ye koto aba ne dini ni photo no wo honom it is so kan nyansasem so kan sim hunu
obi enim na je say no an say but thankfully em say mo ye adwumaden na adwumaden no emia ye ho a enu nyina no ebema no akokofom again we share the caliber of people the contest 2024 general elections now social presidential elections now. I think for the first time in the history of Ghana's fourth republic and our electoral politics, and go for between and Sanamatuaba. Obia vote and that autopilot to be.
Yo, it means Professor Yajampo manifesto be a nyamai and aside of a Alanche Matnia or did a great transformational plan as of January this year or the buy, you know. Other two parties, major parties, you know, MPP ni NDC. Policy be my manifesto be my and so no John Dramani Mahama etimi a shape narrative be on 4 top policies be so far no or they aba it be any establishment of a cashew marketing board in line with cocoa marketing board said is here so abolishing what he described as the obnoxious teacher licensure examination, not teacher licensing. Now face no also a very revival dying local poultry industry. Now face no we're implementing a 24-hour economy. I did 3 shifts ubikwa no panobiako wianobiako anajo in a secure and safe environment. What they abano way and I did reactions from Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and so Abba as a anona at the center stage. Dear him. What do you make of this?
Now one card Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia so dear. So no so say the blue economy baba. Blue economy. One thing.
Oh, I need the so University of Cape Coast. And aquaculture for na year now. Why a police why statement on it to say the importance of the blue economy Ghanaian Times carry no it is not out of place to say you be cancel any formal policy be or the eba
so waka
waka
obia nya manifesto here but yan for the manifesto metro guy and so waka and you know you see 2024 election is going to be a contest of ideas. Old track record now we use track record and now na media na mete say Benino Kasa about my friend is saying John Mahama and some more sure Becano obey a number say now sa politicking as you see there now or no see obey also can we obey na yɛn fengu nsenie so na yɛn kiri yɛn hwɛ nea ɔbɛtumi ayɛ na based on that no yɛn fa nto abama no awɛ de obi sɛ ɔbɛyɛ sɛ a wɔsɛ de abi ontumi nyɛ na imure fi sɛ ayi ne ɔyɛ political strategies for Dr. Bawumia na si eyi ne di si eyi ne di ɛdan sɛ ɔma papa na nkasa yie ɔbɛkae ɔma papa no is making the man to commit political suicide. And they said, Nientia Emma free SHs very popular. The day no was John Mahama no more response or more they responded to that idea. Well, the more MDC for a response there this message the more Emma free SHs no very popular. Well, now, when see Sadeno or Sadena a year na a digua and Obisho ban the 24-hour economy. Also count here. Now, because a bright idea, any man and as if for. They say, now, why and after must sustain the discussions about it. So now it is becoming more popular. As the Bianca, who shoot no down, and then why you cry, I'm I didn't gain more after trendy issues. Na obi tu no for obi de tu no for ese nipa ku ye na because in terms of political tax nipa ko no wa bon anka we o kan ya wo so aka o de media and discussion de kakra once you discuss o de kakra na eno ano no na ye koye nim but say wa ma obetumi aye ontumi nye about the discussion of free seats so the thing is gaining at the more at the currency, and it is.
Oh, but Prof,
to make a contest of ideas. So we Canada, also count there. Now one count there. Now because we the end, and that's we catch us the end. Now also the out there my end way.
But at least no, Prof. To be fair to Dr. Mahama Baumia, or no, not saying say digitalization has brought in its wake a 24-hour economy to the extent to say, and they chop body be crowd pretty 24 hours, and they would kill our code, it me koto watch every time. Say there was what can do about you.
At the same time, not say any bright idea. And who can say on one look, I say any bright idea, and some organizations are now say state-owned a year by default they operate 24 hours, but it is not a deliberate policy. Oh, I idea police for what? Police for a more harder that. Oh, but I think what John Mahama was trying to say was to make it a deliberate policy so that it's extended to every sector of our economy. Oh, and you know, because I made them before say idea yeah so say enya na ya bwegu, but nititu no obi Canada also can there because at this particular time point in time it's going to be a contest of idea. And yes, I will be a Canada also count there. Now, idea I will see is not a bright idea. No, I'm sure now response be out the man no. A ma afenia who claims a bright idea and capital shooting down. And no moment afi ever dominate discourse and it's making it more popular. And in America say obi to no for say ango kasa di pa ko na see yin di e de say and can so catch the way there you will need na kan wo there na so ne be ya wo so wo there no so e be festa na mum be say ni akọ wakoma ne ofo say nka wo ken ugbegu no and mum na afi aye friend di pa ko no e see sack no onim political strategy omre school and yen no why a pastor strategizing in communicating some of the things that leaders would want to stand for.
It is finally, Prof. Jampu, Dr. Mahama Baumiana, wako the northern part of Ghana, wako northeast, wako northern, wako savannah. Na meeting up with the overlord of the Dagbon traditional council in Dagbon area, or in a case yana, and yana ebe catch Dr. Mahama Baumia say he, Dr. Mahama Baumia, should see John Dramani Mahama as a former president and also as a senior brother and as a competitor, but not an enemy. Na ontiminhwe no mu engage in political devoid of insults, any acrimony. Na omunye onye mindful say the other persons are Ghanaians of no extraction from the 5 northern regions. Omunye GDB persons from the northern extraction. Amakoba say irrespective 2024 and not may become a president of the republic. The Mumfa Niagro. What do you make of such an advisor? Yana or the man Dr. Mahama Baumia and by extension Dramani Mahama and Sobeti.
Until 2024 elections new year and opening John Mahama and opening Baumia Kwan na air contested. Nipa bebree so air contested bi. Enti no yenye empirical study bi association. Yentumi hwe honhom asem nka se ade ba me se be not na e ho no yenya until you do ho. But the other bit say unua pani no na we nyina ye semfo enti no momma ntokwa ana wonti bi emba mu na mumma mo campaign no enye contest of ideas no ohim pepe bia no sa no beka enti no me bona baso ya na me bona baso pa se otubenya sa kasa pay ode atre nipa mienu a omunyina efi ono no region omo ko akensi because we are kono we be kono enti no oye oba tan ya me so odi omunyina atum. Now, at the end of the day, any say it is say you money na more banase into no baby bia no me mane mo into no kasapa and wakasa me bona baso let me say there is no more useful comment that I can make in relation to what be said kasapa as I say opinion etumi kasa and wakasa bona baso pa
you Professor Yajampo yada wase say given whatever you were engaged in now also to time kakra at the end of the listeners of NEAT 100.9 FM any kasa nyamin shira pa prof right Professor Yajampo ana ote ne no na amaliba of the NDC ewa ha say courage not be of the movement for change and so ewa ha say in a minute we expect to see ura and nokafwa of the MPP and so ewa ha say the courage yebasai akwa analysis of the northern region proper. Analysis of the northern region proper no ebeba no interviews kakra ya na wona acting director of communications for the movement for change who comment to be taken in ana okay try na me more voices bi kakra John Dramani Mahama creating federal wealth for all. Dr. Mahama Baumia on the 24-hour economy. Yeni can tell Dr. Mahama Baumia kane.
Open for 24 hours. 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. But because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours.
And but I would be mammy.
You can
Mincho. Just say, Minu Bekwa could did pa Hamajari, Minu never. He's still working on the voices now. What him say, an elated Dr. Mahama Baumia and appearing to capture the mood. I want Nalerigu and Orca say digitalization at the woman. Normal air cost or any na it. Encourage until some get very ready, no. And now we initial comments, Biba.
Family that's it.
24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. But because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. 24 hours. You can buy electricity 24 hours. But because of digitalization, you can transfer money for 24 hours. You can receive money for 24 hours. There are many chop bars that are open for 24 hours. 24 hours.
Yenti John Dramani Mahama in his stead also Kwan Obefasua obe create wealth for all to share in. Na yenti ono so so enti courage can until say kasansana John Dramani Mahama so so aba.
Wo family that say na the media etiefo nyina ne ahwefo wo social media so awie ene mini amaliba se ye share ache kakra a na yaba be share wa ha John Mahama wo fase former president.
Oh sir, no fase ni amaliba. What did you know about that? The
only educated specialist eminia yete shia pa na offer
my yenti John Dramani Mahama
me pese branch executive na di omo ho begim say yankoko na opeso hwe poultry farm ketu bi ni ama akoko buo no ni ton kokoko na ma ni ama eduane a wo de beto eduane ama sika wo de beto eduane ama nkoko no enti nkoko no tunkosu na no aton nwenya sika omu jai ton so no aton nkoko no nwenya sika
mbaso setim biemu na nkoko buo na abamu no na amalebanti ne ye na nyafe na betena na aka se me wofane
me pese branch executive na di omo ho begim say nkoko na opeso hwe poultry farm ketu bi ni ama akoko buo no ni ton nkoko na ma ni ama eduane a wo de beto eduane ama sika wo de beto eduane ama nkoko no enti nkokɔ no to nkosua na no atɔn nwenya sika omo gya atɔn so no atɔn nkokɔ no no nwenya sika
right it got the initial comments now you know you can compare analysis of the northern region
me that say na initial comment they say they are now on
so far interviews
yes ni through any former director of communication for MPP and now a new full-blooded member of the movement for change the honorable Yaoboaben Samoa he's welcome and the power as a movement say now we have his full-time commitment as a senior member of the movement for change. Now, Oshe, the koke kan ye kwatwen sa letter year eba ye edomo a ye di ye papa Alanjon Kwadwoche Martin echi ekọ ye nyina ye maame a nyame ato nsa frɛ no Teresa Kufuor ase. Eno ho panic reaction ana wahu no. Na sa panic reaction me gina ha aka na pim metena se studio ha aka na pim se General Secretary Angasakra enye nenia. Eye instruction bi efi ba bi ba ye say so one trokrata one fan nsan sha ase a adom be no money dey ye. Nti be hwa krata epie ye minim at least media houses be ye 5. A mo hwehwe ni na akasa wakote. Obi enya no ofa opa friend sisi ye hwe sonsa be kana. General Secretary di anka o de letter to abonten a you speak to it. O kasa chirimu ema rational de ntia eye o de krata na eden abeto abonten. Now so eye instruction from Omwa Yewia Alan Ankasaka say behind the curtains power brokers. Amu controlling party no. Omu no mo instruction ko ba asenti no. Ontimi nkasa to it. Wofa me say sisi a odi mama Jerry emfre no. Obe frɛ no 10 times onsanka no enye hanko a
enti bia de opeso kan wakan wi
wofa na se sa ne ene de ne sanka ameto no so tama yero hini nto ye general secretary no so trokrata bi de to abonten sa na no ne nsenkyerɛ for edi ho nkomo ekyerɛkyerɛ mu the rationale the entire decision e say ba ne sa fefefe in fact very recent former general secretary John Boadu sa ene from one media house to the other no grantee interviews fe na manfo ate ase na yewura Kwadwoche Martin ka sembi 25th September ohwa enwa na ededi no behind the curtains for no and what the party has become the party is now self-serving nipa kakra bi interest inti se yempewasemo a ye yuafim yempewasema ye yuafim eno ana party ni nam so no emeno kasei in the next few weeks nipa be 15 bi ohwa ya tro mudin ato ho a omo se pese esake omo because behind the curtains publicers name po asem
nipa be 15 bi so
nipa be 15 aya tro mudin ato ho ye de as a movement no it's a movement no if you want to see the strategic thinking capacity of Honorable Alanjon Kwadwoche Martin, it is in this positioning. Movement any political party, be a political organization. Obia etimi join obia etimi ka ho bi. Enti OMPP mu a memma we embo hu. The question is where the MPP die aye adwuma ya ye ba power from 2017 bepem na 7 years ni. Wa sitting mu to saying as a party member wasitine mu ete say decide na nipa pakakra bi kwahye kokoam na yenyina omunyina ye adwuma na omu nkoa omu self-serving interest nkoa no mu advance no hwe so ne tu anamo enunti ana Yewia Alanjon Kwadwoche Martin press anka oba beje party no leadership no asesa senia ye niam wo party no mu a ebo ebra wodia empanyifo hyase 92 so moye no ana eja behind the curtains for ya say ye bechinchi mu nsa ye mamrakra enya adwuma na wenya abeje a restore party no eno na ekoso ayo even after the contest hwe ne yo a esiso inti movement ne de afafranto ye tufa eye ni je nso pa se mpanyifo akukudam enan yi omo edi akukuduro edi alanjon kwadwo chematin echi o show mo a they are stalwart broni besie stalwart pa o hwe Honorable Boniface MP I think say Salaga MP Madina otimi movie from north eba ebe weni election onye small weight o hwe Honorable Boabian Samoa former MP former director of communications onye small weight na wasanso ahwe de general ohininto aha inti o hwa na unima irony bi ohininto nana ohininto as general secretary of the party esan say yede dom ana chechire party ntino time ma nana doka say kiane ke ba me no pe no even though at the time no onye member of the party unsatisfied the requirement no on not throw letter Emma Weaver Emma Alhaji Bamia be member of the New Patriotic Party so no be running mate ene under the leadership the same divisive vindictive character typify omono ono sani pana ya trocratas ye na DF party no. This is the irony opese o share the downward trend the destruction of the NPP now. These are the tendencies enunti na esese fata say now sisi ayeka say die the New Patriotic Party it is no longer fit for purpose. The agenda for the development of this country, the development of the democracy, which is one of the functions of the party itself, it will lead to the development of the democracy of the nation. Osha, it has departed far from it. No person of conscience has any right following this party any longer. Nobody.
Do we know how many persons are omo arezan wo oma kumamana?
Wafa bebre pa ye kwa yetu anamon omoka se party ni de baby akọ di ni de be de akọ edie ye ni echi biom na o se Ghana for no ye sonko aha se bi o ye nuanu ma Nigeria de obekire o shege obeyi nani ma akeka na adu atrocity a Ghana ni no obeye di na ohwew na so hwe no hwe nyesi wagimi o wafa no ho adwen e wo ni trimu. Now, when it gets to where it matters most, obe demonstrate amawehu. And until na bribia no say oko position aha but yem penso say abaye ayakoto 2024 yi ye benya no choice, a democracy of no choice. Say okoto abana ye de anema mienu ato ho se ne ye fit 1990 no potato and I say banana banana, orange. That has been the nature of the choice, in every election. Because Usha, among your parties me anyway. Difference in Nimo offer. So per se, o de wa ye jume ya che. Newspaper headlines before 2008, net saying. Headlines before 2016, net saying. Headlines before 2025, net saying. And no trial say. Two parties ye, they are the same. The NTA will be to say me as a young man. I made a body to join the NPP. To see that differential in any obium. Me share NPP no more mean no difference. Be a war from the NDC. And untina the movement for change. And we here say okoto se okoto aba. You have real choice at the polls. At the polls you have real choice. Into beshana. Potato from you no ewo ho nanso na potently yam ewo ho potently cassava ewo ho potently plantain ewo ho enu na ye alanjon kwadwo chirematen wo hwe social media ntokwa bienu pa na ekoso baako se baako ye trofo baako nso se the other one ye kromfo. The competition is between a liar and a thief. Ghana cannot be reduced between a choice between a liar and a thief. MPP for say John Mahama ye kromfo. NDC for so say Alhaji Bawumia e trofo. But Ghanaians, beyond Kromfo any Otrofo, as in their own words, no, you have a man of unblemished character, a man of integrity, Alan John Kwadwo Martin, also on the ballot come December 2024. The choice is obvious. Na me tembia mi bisa.
Uncle for free say, obe fizzle out. Do you share that view?
Wafa. Say abrebia Nyankopon besi ni trimupo. Say opese osesan bibi no. Dia obibia from naysayers. Aha, ti ya sha say after 25th September announcement no. Monsieur we dey enkosi aga o 2 weeks. And so between Sam Reno bepem ne baby ebeko bia edom pa omode odo eni akomapa eboje yeru alanjon Kwadwo Matos no. Sometimes na ya sefem o hwe ye kwa Ashanti region thousands of young people a omo ato om ho asi ho say omo ogidie say alanjon Kwadwo Matos ana obetimi di ni suban pa eni ni nimde achechire Ghana asi ho ama omo amnya indwuma aye na omo timi live in dignity. Omo by ya the text message penny send omo say o what you want to hold as a volunteer for change. Sabre way yeru alanjon Kwadwo Matos ni team epese hia obra. Eno ne thousands of young people a uhu omo ewo the CCB auditorium no. Yesan ba in crime. Just 2 weeks ago eno nso uhu ye. Nti naysayers ne de omo bewo ho. Now so the evidence on grounds. Mebru nyina de ya hwehwa ne se Ghana ebesiye nti ya hwehwe obi a ni suban ni titru wofa ubetimi awo vision awo the credibility the competence for the vision now so say uni suban papa intimi and materialize it to anything.
What do you make of say Alan Martin anamoni 2 year September October ya 2 months na global info analytics tracking trend of voting preferences na on the Ashanti region from January 2022 ABC ene as at October 2023 yeah. Na we say as at January 2022 Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia started off at 78% in the Asante region and Oba down as of July 2022 at 43% and was rising as of October 2022 equal 67%. Now Feno Osaba down to July 2023 54%. Then in October of 2023 what dip from 54% to 43%. Now, we share say John Dramani Mahama started off as at January 2022 at 17%, rising to July 2022 41%. Eddie Ekoko C January 2023 36%. Then July 2023 dipping to 30%. And then in October 2023, 27%. And you see Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia and JDM, Omunina in decent graph, and then suddenly Chematino in the 2-month period, up to October 2023, registers on the scale in Asante region at 16%. What do you make of that trendy?
Ofa medasi
mini afọ akwa ye mo trans
akwa baonia former USAC secretary tama ye amanyo semo school no
as a graduate study
president no ye president university student
okay
contest ye pan sisi a ye lawyer akwa ba minia ofa in 2 months pe yetimi akopie 16%. By the time you do March next year, no, Obia be who say Afafrantoni indeed were too far because Ghana for here in Sakraye, Muya Sakraye, almost say for 31 years, going on 32, the same thing. I say Russian roulette, anomone ebo nanso for the first time no yahu obi a ne character eya krogen ni suban ti ana yaginidi ana dia waye bi na ano follow abi of social media ebisa question bi say enwuma he ana Alanjon Kwadwo Tremati me create as a minister metia sisie yi a me bo mani keke no ofa oni se kasa preko 1990s ana oko Alanjon Kwadwo Tremati that time no Empretech to Enterprise Africa say idea oboni
me wa fa kwabnaje
yes opese or build a business company go into distillery as a private entity. You Alanjon Kwadwo Tremati nim die ene share or the man no ne support no eno ne yehu ne nei. I employ thousands or export. Me ye no kwan fi ho tropical cables.
What yes.
Eno so Alanjon Tremati ya. Despite here your way. Okay, say President Special Initiative. One of the models no was starch.
Industrial starch.
So industrial enumu and need fufu. Epie. Eye banche no. Nti wo a wo kan need fufu edi ni oton a wo kwa akoto omo factory ho mo yehu adwuma transporters are moving around ni nyina no Alanjon Kwadwo Tremati. Ensi ho Angel Industries. Nti ohun Alanjon Kwadwo Tremati ni nim kwan ya ye fa so e build businesses.
Nature say in effect no be say need fufu no na ka header to no obekra industrial
starch na fi abontin
Thailand out of Ghana
no dia ba
enam sa yensu starch factory no eba yen then import substitution utimi eto industrial starch no Ghana ha e de need fufu no as opposed to obekra e de aba
no ohwa Guinness starch no here for breweries ni nyina na ayensu starch industrial starch and a supply amosha senti eno no na opese obedi president na o mainstreaming no ntuhwe great transformational planner key among the mainstreaming industrialization me as an individual me creative business ebia me employ nipa be 7,578,000 but at the leadership of the state no unhia obi ani nimde ebetimi create 100 more of such people. Betimi create the enabling environment, the right policy environment. Ebema particularly mebuna omwo startups. Now we there briefly. We a young person now utie me. Our startups our starty BB say obebo modiana why employ 1 or 2 people, be 10, 15 because sani build the economy no. Now wetimi contribute productively to the state. Honorable Alanjon Kwadwo Tremati say, under his presidency, under no circumstance should you borrow at more than 10%. Wafa, business be average profit margin 20%. Inti sa oko borrow now at between 28 to 33%. How can you survive? Inti for such small and medium scale enterprises of people particularly under 40 no, young people no, they say you borrow at less than 10%. And so for the first 5 years of operation, won't you tax? Send a bear ubetimi aye diabroni friend plow back of a profit no into the business. Na business no etimi anyi after 5 years na onfin aye den. Wetimi agina ho abuild those structures. When ya a sizable population in terms of workers, how productive out and wetimi break even, you know. Now I started a contribution to the state in taxes. These are the ideas. Or they are toho. Agriculture say, sebio small scale friend is saying peasant farming no ayaye na no enye sustainable eno it cannot grow industrialization into you cannot just plant and eat. You must plant and connect your agriculture to industrialization. And you know say onoba one of the major problems in agriculture in Ghana is land tenure system. Wafa oba koto asase be 50 acres o de ye wafu no obe end up etua nipa be ahemfo be miensaka abusua panyin so ba se ne die wom ne ade aba under Alanjon Kwadwo Chematen aban beko one ahemfo akokasa musua kasa no waje asase tatrata ye friend of farm banks onu jiwia na investor ne ba osi o mepe beye 200,000 acres osi enunie no the amano so that there is security for the investor. It is or the investment is when you said the next 10, 15, 20 years no onya issues with land tenure. And no more confidence. Na yetimia plante for industrialization. And no nebema your industries will grow and create jobs. Now who need jobs sir? Then now digitalize it. Because it is the industrial and service operation no and already or digitalize it. Now say who need jobs sir? What is 24-hour economy? 24-hour ni se uwo nyuma na uwo nipa omo pese omo ye na nipa ne bro so na as a factory no utimi employ more say I can work round the clock. Na say taxes ekum businesses, lack of power and energy ekum businesses are. What is 24-hour economy? Inti 2024 no enye boshe keke. Ghana for say omupe practical solutions to our problems.
Okay.
Enunti na Alanjon Kwadwo Chematen say me plan nie. Unemployment, this is my plan. Another to lack of job, this is my plan. Businesses that are crumbling under heavy taxation and poor environment. This is my plan. Odini nyina egu ho the great transformational plan your friend GTP. The year plane say parties minuwe echo 2024. Yempe sa politics of wetimi wakame no.
Okay.
They should respond to the plan. Omonfa omonso plan enye den ento ho. We yetetia we yetenten sa politics no yempe biom.
Okay.
Because on be yesa na yeto abama mu wi a na fe de omunim de omode oman ne ye.
Ora Courage Nobi, acting director of communications for a movement for change. Ora Alan Kwadwo Chematen founder and at present the leader. Amaliba, the Mahama, the Yamubon Kukubu from Manko for na Omunkoya Port. Now, Ubi or 3 years, make a your Mahama see Mubon Kukubu, Yamfankoya Port. Na young Kokone Twa, na Utonku, Yana Yabakoma, Kokoni Jai Twa, what on Kokono, na what did he? A cycle and a side was. Now, tell us, a day and a young pain into so.
Well, of our member Hana, Minchia Minion no more Shimoha. Now, Minchia ya tea for enemy party moon in Fuina. To start with, I think I would like to raise a simple issue about
Dr. Nimoy Thompson. Actually, a very interesting piece. Na Munina Mokasevia, I'll read it out. Na clarification, be the analysis be of the northern region proper. Na Yashre said this here. NTNT.
Offer, I don't want to believe that it might be part of a propaganda-driven, sensational attempt to downplay the 24-hour economic proposal by President Mahama. In relations to Asamoah President Mahama, so I cannot aside. Okay? So, those of us who are a little bit of law students, we know ratio decidendi and then obiter dicta or dictum of a judge. The two are not the same. The overseer can't the 24-hour economy, a completely different thing about what President Mahama talked about in relations to a small-scale poultry business in the rural areas. Enche bosumba kuye kudibroya. Owo krase na owo koka kra about tonwa. It's a money for you and your household. Off one of your major resources, animal husbandry. Yeah, moi, and confirm. And you're punching in Nenchi. And the main source of income for the people in these areas. And until say President Mahama can't ask them no in relations to a particular isolated community within Ghana. Now obi person or sheno in the national context, it might not make meaning to you because what would you crowd here? Sebio, what is the use or what is the contribution of that to you? But if you go to my village at Dansi Gromisa, is Sika ni power yes adiano. It sounds like Sika Emma Menana or Te Bulpilis in the Upper East region of Ghana. And we must sit to the conversations, within their right context and their right perspective under which those comments were made. And a completely a different matter from the 24-hour economy. Correct Nobi, Matieno, and some Wakawaha. And the attempt to serialize the failure of the MPP and lump NDC together with them and come to the conclusion, say, the chrono, my brother, please take a break. NDC can never be the same as the MPP. In fact, many what we say ne was sonoko to kun one community never than a franto a 12 from Muntino. You are trying to quickly absolve yourself from the failures of the Mampine Kufado government. As a matter of record, who boss Honorable Alan Kojo Chamatin, a general Simpieso, a campaign Mampine Kufado. That was 2016. Wabetna Konyaso 4 years. Alan served as a minister. Oh, who said Kano Ekotominem, he never spoke. Or Kano Tumjom, Bono powder at the Pampers, Etoso, Wankasa. What Namu Sumyam and their partner abo Kamuida Muslim, and the word Genia film of Kazan and Crawford Manka, Omundimu, Ghana Fui, Media Menka. This is not a mark of a good leader. You take responsibility. Who person Ghana for Musiro, sir? Admit that Omampine Kufado wa born and Mamu and so Mena me Kahubi, and then this time I move full way by. Near Ababato Ghana for I am part of it. But I'm more meeting my free Ghana for Muslim from Medimechi. The Ghana for Betia any once a one. So don't run away from the failure and add all of us to it. See, courage. Also Ghana for a word, only 2 options. Or true for and no cron for. And you are saying, say, cron for no Mahama or true for ya Baomia. That is the message you are carrying here this afternoon. Please, my brother, I will expect you, say, oh Kasa, the social media across you are come for say or by answer for cancer to no bakwasiano into oh, if you are trying to deal with issues of that kind, do so with circumspection. Mugu President Mahama who fin P. Whatever the reason is, even the regime leadership failed to respond. And some of Mukafa President Mahama who inano ikutamo. Who have done worse than more and then some more Mukafa President Mahama who have done worse. In any case, ye di abama moa e de tumi e hye monsa. Na Ghana for sem okay mo kasa Mahama e konfo ona ba mo mpenifo mu wie sika Ghana for ti ye de tumi a hye monsa sem ba sabio akonfo no kita shefo no mu disco Mahama ba mu no monchi wo mu inangum including President Mahama. Have you been able to present a scintilla of evidence against President Mahama? Have you been able to do that? Si about konfo no ye nimu to the extent that hidden to and someone you free party no cause someone for party no Dr. Yawanta Maklo Rekubrobe Mr. Kwame Pianim, the man I respect a lot, and 7 of our come from party no Mubaba Ben no mujina kwan eto cash card to raise money to fund the party and then to me sika and you 400 Ghana cedis at the top vote every delegate to across the country we are just kind of ever one more time. Now, I say Bank of Ghana declare losses 6.8 billion Ghana cedis. That's going to find for. Muswa Kron for Ghana for who be paying. So that conversation is a different issue. Please, Moya mo Kron mo born Ghana for camp. Don't bring NDC in because, particularly our leader John Dramani Mahama, this man is quickly clean, and I dare you to provide a single evidence that implicates President Mahama and battle so with documents. We will come to that conversation. And I have also heard this. Very, very interesting. Honorable Alankojo Chematin, boss. Nobi. Ni letter of the Babontin or Johnny Free Party ni mu or can the PFA say one free party ni mu the super delegate conference omo MP for no ne competitors Dr. Bawumia na club for no ye born agent komu to nani anything Johnny Free Party ni mu because he can't anticipate what will happen in the main conference if he is part of the contest. If the system were fair and they were level playing field to produce him as a winner, or Bawumia, as he has emerged now as a winner, will he have run out of the party? And someone will tell you, I don't think that you have gotten the balls and the nerves to come and say that, those things here. You talk about taxes. Why don't you impose the taxes? No? Correct, Nobi. Because few months, 1 year or earlier before, your team would defense among mountain here. Okay? Against some of the pronouncement by the stalwart of the party, including the leader of MPP, Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, on Kwame Sefakan's program right here on Despite Media, say, ye levy party, they shouldn't tax it. By Wakan wants some base in there. Has he spoken about it? It's a tip of the iceberg, including the number of taxes Amodiaba, after presenting yourself as a party who does not believe in taxes. I didn't mind. More opposition, 7 months for President Mahama. Some of them had sunset clauses, including Esla Anekawose, and at most by 2019. Mude Kosia wa Ajisika, Ebetron Monum, I Negana Fobe Tuasa all the way to 2036. Let's can say Tua, and Koyam Puntuma, Nemum, the Kokoma China buying, and Yam Tua so Modo Monsa to Japadi. The harm and the damage that people like you call it Nobi, and no boss, Nobo Alankojo Chematin, Edia Bao minus no. We don't need to lose sight of it. No, but no radio show. First, apologize to the people and beg them for forgiveness. Don't try to play holier than thou and think say, and so Ghanaians should look up to us as a salvation. After helping to drive this country to a ditch led by a misleading economist, maybe Ghana, Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia, and of course, economists are more system. Ghana Law, Ghana Bar Association, Association of Chartered Accountant and others. I was see a license. Now they operate now. Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia license because he doesn't qualify to practice in this country as an economist. But who brought him? So we must watch Chico Kuo no more friend to na be debu champagne with you. I feel was so my name you are blaming NDC for you are bringing us in. Please give us a break. Over. Having said that, I want to say this about the Mahama 24-hour economy. I remember Bahana me share video via BBC, the whole of BBC, Omo discussed these proposals in their studios. And BBC was so excited. Omo Ghana fool, the whole British Broadcasting Corporation. Omo say, baby Ghana, yeba bedruno. The 24-hour economy proposal is indeed the game changer. And they were even urging, say, Ghanaians should support it. One, because a big creative jobs for the Ghanaian youth. See, the Africa is the youngest population around the world. The whole world, the African continent, any continent that produces the younger generation. Because we are the youngest continent, the large labor force. Now say, a buying and a muntu na buying policies anti-men creative job and my youth now. And you want say, always know, there are a lot of immigrant youth who migrated from the African continent in search of non-existing greener pastures in Europe and other countries. But if we can do it. In one of the networks, that make kasa about poultry farming, for instance. According to Joy News publication in 2021, Ghana lose $600 million to poultry and frozen chicken import only. Before NDC left office in the year 2016, earlier than before, a few 2012 ever, near spending approximately $425 million per annum at the importing cocoa eba kroma. NDC, when President Mahama became president, also no, we can't continue like this. What difficult it is to raise in cocoa or to rear in cocoa kroma. And Tiabino take it upon itself. Say, look, and we are near the man cocoa, government will subsidize it. Ebio, a banner can't be a deboa poultry farm. The government will subsidize the cost. At the same time, there was this 3 million broiler project a government Nankasa taking upon itself or best supply the poultry farmers. Over. And Nika saying by 2017, according to State of the Nation address, 2016 President Mahama MIA, the last one and son of Ufra Bemkra, that was 2015 State of the Nation address. Near Timia reduced poultry import by 49%. Approximately $270 million was retained in the Ghanaian economy. Now, and then you said Trump everywhere, I could do 600 million. I can't tell for 2022 and 23 and then 2024. This 600 million US dollars and over. Yen Chemfan say half enka kroma. Nemfa sa $300 million no. Yen fan support the Ghanaian poultry farmer. Not $300 million per year current exchange rate enka kroma. How many jobs they be creating even in the poultry industry alone? And how do you call it in respect to our value chain? The 24-hour economy, of course. Corey say a human niwa. How do we create it? So you does not even understand the policy. Yes, the we are going to make it better. We will bring it back, or we will bring it because Sabai Emma a true ever form. What is the major problem now? Okay, say you made a point, and I agree with you. Of no Samodia ba Mwana Mobuama Kufado Bayo. Laji Mahamadou Baumia, your greatest enemy now and competitor. The Kobufi say, well, no, and all mama boss, I may MPP Flabera, and to your enemy. Good to you. What the common management team? No Bonika was a solid team. Solid team, the Jumania. Defend it. Don't run away from it. Yeah, and can say we have the monopoly of ideas. When President Mahama shared 2 years, he said it. The 24-hour economy is going to bring all stakeholders together. And President Mahama 7 notice whether that. The moment Yankopon Bayna Domna Ghana 42 me besha densa on December 7th, 2024, January 7th, 2025, you're showing in within the first 100 days, there will be an economic forum that will bring all the stakeholders within the Ghanaian economy together. Let us lobby, so to call it. Let us dialogue. Na yen nkomo, na yen fa dream mom. Na yen hwe o man sika sam na o man chire no, how we are going to do it. And the positions Ghanaians are going to come out with, that will be the position of government, and that's what we are going to do. And the 24-hour economy, it is not about chobas or more pretty and a pretty shibas or more operate 24 hours. It's a game changer, as has been described. And Ghanaian youth, no mention about them, won't take more time. Let us all start with President John Mahama and the NDC. Jobs will come, because we are unemployed. Because nobody say, we be a secretary or accountant in one of the companies. Right. Or you can even open your own company to help you a lot.
Amaliba Kingsley Haruna, NDC, and also or the Nanu Disamaba. I believe the MPP, Penny Soso, and no country, Afwakwa. Now, also the Odeba. Thereafter, no, and now, Yashe, analysis from the Northern region proper and what we can project into the future. After community way.
You offer me who watch you.
Whatever my she actually.
And yes, I'm going to find who watch up.
I tell my phone to saying,
yeah, no feel gone.
Aye.
The Madea Nami Cohen about community.
Oh, I feel glad the Matthias here. Law school so saying. When the Yamiadam, Yadia Koto. Yakoto. Yamia.
Over. No, before you come, my boss.
I carry what you
Chairman Maxwell.
Hey, this is so much also pa. Then o think ya no dey afọ akwa time. And what is angry by. The guys what be copy dey aka wan asem no. Chairman me to ahwe no ma mo ade na na dey mu ade ma me. Right.
Oba, now see me who me sure say 24-hour economy antina me hu.
Oh,
okay. Jane transport papa yeah, mo ye anopa, mo ye wi aye nwumere ka ho ya.
Oh, a VIP John has been in a 24-hour depends say
business
business na. In fact, 60% of the buses travel during the night.
Yeah.
Of the 63 destinations, emu best 50 but yes emu 53 it travels through the night
and encouraging
and yanante anadwo more 60% of the time no adwuma no yɛ anadwo and 40% of the time no anopa na awia
so in common share say na say what the expert opinion say na to dwa say na man common ni ada ho na fe tisima
say the say no kure
and say tisima ye tia chire say 24-hour economy na new something which is ongoing dada and of anya sa na tie ade e koso dada ko VIP a enwumre kura me ko akogya obi ho by 2 obetu we be ko anopa no waduru boko akoye na adwuma no asan ba
because all the buses are aircon enough no ebetu anadwo
yeah
all the buses are aircon safe areas ebetu anadwo all the buses are aircon sampa doma ebetu anadwo all the buses are walk dia so dunkwa obuase ebetu anadwo buses aircon enche aircon asankregwa aircon sama boy
yes I maleba oko gromisa adansi akofrom district obe ebetu anadwo no wasi anopanes afa bi hosi park kwa akofrom
yes anadwo 8 o'clock obenye obuase bus
botwe kru kawo na mpretire
oko obuase so a ene manso a 10 pm obenya bekwai ene manso enti no
we need you so betwenya bia di station ho kama nsuo benya bia to bia
ne say chesa abonu nsia kra na afi na omudi aduane no de hye pa eba because utie o
mo ofa nsa was scholarly analysis no ene say awie samafo tie dodo me banyina krom nyina obi anam say ofa na tie adwom de na say ene no emu be pipa ofa nkomo de be hye ase na me fanchi aso nkoma wotiefo nyina na me mo Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia so abaso wo hwe na anu ya yabonwura ebo na abaso se oye nkabom hene ebi si da on the Gunja land un se yabonwura on da the Gunja kingdom ano yewura Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia sabi onye Gunja ni oyo mampenya bedi akiri na so no ofri bank adwumam ene ne friends economics adwumam ni na de kire adwumam no no buy into politics no wo hwe nkabom sonko a ode aba ya manyosem mu any policy driven alternatives or the abana na hofama onyim okanipa bom ora sore dem ora okonkremu dem ne som onkaso ekremuni nti no asore fufuro bi ye ne som a onko ho ene ade a ni nyina no ekire how unifying the man Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia etie edunti it was in good light say yabonru a eka say obona baso apagya na konwa e de amane say oyenka bomu hene ewo the Gunja kingdom edunti yema nkabom hene Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Nitirinkwa, the Vice President of the Republic and the leader of the New Patriotic Party. Ofame bana mitie mukita hodie ni minua Karijinobi o minua pa efa the forfeiture of membership ye General Secretary Justin Frimpong Kodua edebetu dwa do ho se enuanom ennan yewura boaben lawyer boaben asamoa ohwe miankasa minua Hopsina Doye ohwe na no hini to former General Secretary and Alhaj Sadiq Boniface Abubakar won kita hodie ne wana motu obi nti no ebrichi article 391 of the NPP constitution no enu nti no eye automatic forfeiture of membership odi betu bia no over asemo say inhia nchiwa tobia ewo ho na carry me ba na meti carry say yes General Secretary be kasa fast and seven ho what is there to be said yen party constitution no yen national constitution guarantee the freedom of association and association bi join ni bia na legit bia so on the rules and regulations and as a New Patriotic Party no or submit who to the membership of the party ye wo emra e wo se wo do nsa e sha se na ogitum se ekuoba and ye wo ne e wo se wo ye ne de ni kwan se wo ye de any kwan se wo ye ne bi under article 391 no e se party ni sponsor candidate na say party candidate no also so no o support and say o follow and now campaigning against the party sponsor candidate to another candidate whether independent and a different political party you automatically forfeit your membership and until enya dia say disciplinary committee na kwatena say the decision aba na decision must be interpreted to the hearing of the good people of this country and I say the teeming number of people are a person etiemu this is a party I say menye b menye c sabi ya papa na now hinin to why General Secretary pay and he clearly understands the provision of this constitution and pay na me work as a fidie be so GTV or your interview no ho e mo gitum say ampa he's aware of those provisions na nya obi na yi na free ko nim any ade fine or you an adult of majority sabi onim ne oye edunti once untumi chechire ne chenchina chine a yase ha na wugina na what taking a decision voluntarily to support a particular candidate against the rules of the party or the membership a woman automatically forfeits the membership. The statement General Secretary Dibaye say idea a dismissal and a suspension of a member, then we need to interpret those provisions. But this is a position nipa nankasa assign on to membership. Why you to say mean to say more, mean to say more, mean to say more we say. And we pray, say, and you are nominal, courage, we will send their decision and come back to join the bigger family, Now you never prosecute agenda, no matter the resentments that they have. It could be any no more, even a Bushiyam Kranova, Mintime say, it could be a Bushiyamo in every human society or in any setting, even if he had despite media high, but Nit FM has him over. Hakrano mentimi ho askakra be wom because e yinipeku na hia obi wa na ketua onyintum obi ho no mo program e nato e bi onyintum the schedule of duty onyintum ni ade e ya abusuaku certainly as humans ye be wo misgivings and misunderstandings as to one way or the other, but we shouldn't carry it up to that level like akudro no edunti to correct that assertion say ya dismiss you or mo na ya suspend you or mo ya punish you or mo and you omo free party nim no obi enu ha we you omo free party nim a yomana motuo and are contradicted with a provision of our constitution automatically I'm forfeit your membership. So they can reapply and join the party, a bigger party that we embrace everybody. Said the United to an amount abum. Over. Ebio. And this is for us today. 24-hour economy. Over a casa de Biano and this in your alternative party. Why do I say so? Social policy and this is the 24-hour economy. Bako as a teacher license exams on between. The toss will be say article 71. And I didn't be Baku your kind Yera Mahama kind election as flag bearer kind I don't so that tie say NDC agency now tie said the bear police or Mondan and Manema. There's a policy baby na who said Sabi in Sobiano, Papa Bia any policies. You call the business of the 24-hour economy so far. You can't 24-hour economy now. Even despite media have more 24-hour economy. Because and now do show me no sanya asofu na preach here. Your programs are echoes throughout the hours, the 24 hours Program cost every minute we are about to NIT FM bia no. Yen kase be about 10 o'clock and about 12 a.m. And NIT FM upon until the beto na aye there be that. Every time I will be tuning to NIT FM and now Peace FM and now say UTV. And now say okay FM biano obe say program because no matter the hour of the day or no matter the hour of the night ebio offer ye airport ya two airport ni mudana most of the flights go US offer kwa man on any ade airline ni ade enye 11 and 10 na man for 12 ni ade na man for airline ni ade enye 24-hour economy ana VIP ejumakuoi transport industry offer wo dey hold wakoda mu ke enye din ka di hu komokran san ye shase obi anim say ukọ bus terminal VIP terminal so kofa bus akokuma se tamale seshi oboase bebia anadwede so anytime be ko bia no ubenya car e dey no matter the hour of the day obi ton wache bi wo dan kwa circle so wo pesa wache ni bi ato efiti anadwo 12 akwakosi anopa 5:30 am of that time na wache no ton kese pa ko su Oxford Street ne ko the businesses e wo ho ko University of Ghana night market ne ko say night market ye close ana. So what is the night economy I can answer? Why the so police station, you many police station, you have to say police for upon, and there's no police officer to attend to your need. Why not? Why they say wako hospital and judicial send the BB yare and na home fano, no see akoni to hospital, and say hospital napon, ya to say a hospital no any juma. Of a growing up in Obuase, na musakra no, not the then Ashanti Goldfields Corporation, and a young good Ashanti no we at 8-hour 3 shifts. If you can't opa. No upon some 2 o'clock or something. They be aquaria, no upon 8 to 8 p.m. They be so aqua and ajo, no upon and upon 6 or so. And until 24 hours, now there was that kind of work ongoing, because a 24-hour economy, a demand driven. As to your needs, your supply, your consumers of your products. And until say NIT FM, at your phone, memendantum, a bit NIT FM and numerous program, madia chia. Nasa member to us, what do na? Some before. It is as far as your consumers are ready to accept your product, no matter the hour of the day, no. That's all you're ready to supply those products now. Offer you are running 24 hours economy. But offer before every 24-hour economy ever take shape, no. Obeka say any government be a share 24-hour economy as you and naturally occurring depending on the demand of your economy. They make a Ashanti go face appraise. Yeah, make a was na be sakra 5 years, 6 years boy ya. Na mi so na many hu fi many efredi kese kra no. Na ya ban bay. Na yera Rollins aban. That time na 24 hours e cost Ghana. And on my panyikufo e buy na 24 hours. Obebie mu economy no ebu bie kese e the 24 hours no mu expand because of the demand driven economy e be nya. Yera mills e buy nyame fa na currency ye e buy no na 24-hour economy no na eguso a air running. At a point and the Kufo timer na economy ni e bounce ya e ko kese offer obekai say armed robbery incidents ni ade be bama kai say filling stations oil marketing companies association ne the security apparatus ni cia e mo regulate o mo say they should close at a particular hour in the time say the be ya o betimi abo mo ban to put in certain measures enuti crime rate e ko form a improve the business and the demand of the economy e progress. You be say Rollins time. You papa Rollins time. Na e kunkum e ho no. At that time no, why na can say you know your night market krana, obe pie say at that odd hour no, oba oja say kodi dwa na koto yu abonten. Ni ekokun. There be that. But when the security needs no, e catered for e bia economy obi nya hope say anytime bia no the person ye bia no obetimi aye. Yan share tourists about back Ghana habeji o money during the Christmas festivity. Afrochella ne other festivals are a cost where they need. Most people are African Americans, no, a person about Ghana because compare the security situation in other parts of Africa. Hana, or say Ghana, yeah, security, no, more robust. Their lives can be protected, or feel secured when they come to Ghana. Our hospitality and all those things, no. And yanshe, Ghana during those times, no, of our economy, no, the productivity, year of return, how the people were able to turn the economy around and the generation as far as our hospitality industries are concerned. Aban we buy, no, you're improving upon our infrastructure as a business of government. Say Aban ebe improving the road network, your road infrastructure. Aban improving upon the national infrastructure. Ebe boa na community in the provision of services. Ebe enhance our businesses. Etimi a thrive offer. The investment in our ICT center for digitization and say utufia utimi egugel say upe friend say bibi every VIP or more ubenya delivery say delivery obi mane wade be do VIP delivery utimi etna ofie delivery e de bebre moto de bebre ofie a wabobo ano a through the power of digitization ICT and ya bebre utimi order car from your home, the comfort of your home. Na be gina kwan no. Na what name na they call digitization on all this infrastructure and you are improving now. Offer I enhance even e-commerce. And we call the e-commerce portal and platforms now. A 24-hour economy that because the demand is there. Omo mo ton pabwa, omo mo ton tade, omo mo ton books, omo mo ton perfumes, omo mo ton nia bebre. And then yenhwe even ankwankre YouTubers ne omo deliver certain services on the social media platforms near the end. 24 hours. Anytime you go to the digital platforms, you get something new on those platforms. Where from this 24-hour economy, what are the pillars of the 24-hour economy or proposals or whatever? Because already the economy is within the 24-hour bracket, despite the demand, because some sectors, are more robust and running on the 24-hour regime, especially the private sector. Over, I buy government.g government payment platform and the GIFTMES platform they buy. Now you can sit in the comfortable of your home. Ultimately, talk even electricity credit. Ultimately, payment and renew certain documents online. Even insurance. Ultimately, insurance online. First, nanka chain insurance Friday. No one can Friday. This all chain Monday. What do car be to kwaya ultimately? But then over in the comfort of your home. Depend on insurance company our panel. What me I subscribe to insurance package or best send will be via aba. Registration number.
KK1-20 or catch us a car and our pass is insured by this insurance company. Now I'm out date. Your insurance from this date
up to this date.
Now I confirm say car is properly insured and son what
more offer. Sanya we say nyina no e bring about the deliverables e did the commodity even 24-hour economy no eba. Because at the end of the day, if I need to do something, na say me call na say between check say bas na insure ni ade nyina na the service I'm here no has been provided for me. The bas na insure that's a wow car you can go onto your insurance company your insurance despite go more insurance company best assurance. The best assurance I'm a pa. I can even call them on phone. They can do the insurance for me. I pay through Momo or whatsoever. Yeah, the insurance a friend is a certificate. Yeah, they best sending me through WhatsApp. No, my print sticker. Any sticker, you know. My printing my dear, I can move ahead and go without even the time. I made a call, come in and see I call insurance company office. I come here, pay insurance, ya print your mommy. The delays is money, you know, has been catered for. Efficiency in delivery of services. Any animal, you know, enhance the transparency and the will in doing business in the country. Offer. It's here how money NDC 24-hour economy you know, and she has 7 no more. Of an animal quick for Saturday we buy. Here Mahama and the NDC were G3. Now what yes you almost about what is here finance minister aka say you inherit an economy now over 200 billion Ghana cedis. Now before 2024 no we are hoping to grow the economy by 1 trillion Ghana cedis no. Expansion in the economy. And for the first time ever Ghana yeah be economy to 1 trillion Ghana cedi no. And almost kai go for no
anticipate Ghana economy no. Gina no.
Mu be of a kakakra ye grow no.
On the path of recovery.
On the path of recovery. Yeah, can say completely.
God, there's a piece make us a new Moy Thompson actual. Quite unfortunately, say we stated earlier, say Yabeko Aqua analysis of the northern region. We may have to defer as to when because new Moy quite an interesting article.
It will be good to analyze those because this time
we need to put it out entirety.
Data driven. This because of the leader of our party, we want communication out there to be data driven, scientific in nature. The issue of propaganda, I will be say, or no the oba, napens. Or if I say budget in the room, say government is taking steps so be reducing even poultry imports by 650,000 metric tons. And how our buying say obey use 15 aggregators. Now where you so I employ over 500 people within 5 regions. Ashanti, Greater Accra, Bono East, and I think Central region, one other region. And these people should produce almost about 650,000 metric tons of poultry products. Ebe augmented the importation na urban. Na mini amaliba can poultry importation was. Ofa, yeah, the Amaisika nekokra. So over $300 million, no, Amaisika, concrete this company, investable company, bidding. Our more businesses, no, they are the importers or more they buy their own money. But if we are able to produce locally, a better currency retention.
Last NDC government brought about this, and John Mahama has restated it.
Then he say, you know, go 10 now.
At the time, last NDC government, now, and Abisu, a deputy minister, they proposed to say, answer Nebema Wine, Ama Wakra, a poultry products from abroad or important. Just say, committee funding into establishing a local poultry 40%. It is a Wakra 60% at the Aba. And Mahama is still ano. Omubeshe say ye bank courage ama importers no. Ombesign a committee funding into the local sector now 40-60 at the Aba. That is what he's saying.
Government is already in the process of implementing same. Okay, budget statement that budget parliament is here almost discussing now. Government has already made that statement and even move ahead to introduce same in our budget. Say Obe reducing poultry importation by 650,000 metric tons. Government started that process with 5 regions. 5 regions, what are getting 15 aggregators and 500 outgrowers are supporting the production of poultry products, especially broilers, to augment the needs of the country. And say self-sufficiency, we can even export some outside. This is a policy of government. What the area Mahama kana? Also, we fear name on Kokobe Tena. Oh yeah, on Kokono Tua now Tonkusiano, or Mutona Tonkusiano. ɛno no kosua no ogya to a no ato akokɔ no ɛne saa ne nti do hyɛ no ɔka no what form of outdoor system no ɔka kyerɛ no is it the usual traditional farming na ho na pampanhyere ne awowo ɛsan kosua na ɔmo to no mako gu nwura mu no ɛna ɔka kyerɛ yɛ ana and is this policy practicable bie mu ne yɛ hu de ɔpɛ sɛ ɔkyerɛ ne yɛ again this same person only credibility ɔka 24-hour economy ho asɛm no yɛde Ghana hyɛ ne nsa as president in 4 years dum so yɛtena sum unya light 8 hours a them 24 hours ofa yɛntenem saa ekrom hanom your establishment despite media was running on generators nketi hai ka be chekiro no to
tamamu ba ye no e de na mo aye dum so ema
ofa we have been consistent as a government and a party ye can in opposition say Dumso was not a generational problem but Dumso was financial problem and until you tackle the financial problem now generation will be there to serve the people of Ghana. Never boama industries agina amenye na ho atoye.
It's a financial problems sir. A generation no any companies na okofa wo mobile no. So mobile na nka sa companies ni ho no ma. E no ma be okay amamo.
Papa. Ye ba ye excess capacity alone. The okofa ba ye no, of excess capacity alone in the energy sector no.
But the question is a car power any American any IPPs normal sense buy ye generate near to your mocano. Senka oma amfa oma NDC for no Yomahama amfa oma ma ena omoko ye tutia MDC NMPP buy ya without sa American car power no and kamo mubenya that easy sana.
Over IPPs no did not start from Mahama. One penny for time. A friend is a
won't you question ye busawe.
Of me question
as American car power.
And
some omumi no krano. Some moma metua. I'm betting me sustain electricity.
Yes, of a sustain because of the gas.
Necessary do mobile.
Of excess capacity in over $1 billion. Excess capacity in power ya generator yentiminton I no yetua hoka enko over $1 billion a boy form. And so my boy form for 4 years without power. Ya da sumu an ni power we ba no be promise so the 24-hour economy ba. Se kanye ni ho anko dey na be ba. And the 24-hour economy offer run it that. The best Ghana 40 are saying and say this 24-hour economy no is something that run it that. It Yera Mahama and which sectors and the pillars.
It is the man, General Secretary of the TUC, or your economist, or cancer a game changer. Then a man cancer.
Offer say Yera Dr. What's his name? Yauba. Every say a game changer. Everything that adds value to the economy, Biano, is a game changer. And as a business person, you know, a beboa,
Mame, a break a crack. They can say analysis of the northern region proper. Global Info Analytics. Now, a near in him say NDC, Aquacofa, John Dramani Mahama, of Savannah region, right? And MPP, as Aquacofa, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia, from the Northeast region. Into northern region proper no omubia mfiri ho into yenhwe the northern region for one current data is it here now you project into the future now before then no my yenhwe 5 northern regions no nyina northern region proper northeast region and savannah region and upper east region and upper west region current data from January 2022, BBC, October 2023. In January 2022, 5 northern regions, not John Mahama, had 53%. And as at October 2022, what they call 69%. And then in April 2023, what they call 66%. And July 2023, what they call 61%. As at October 2023, John Mahama, 5 northern regions, Okuta 59%. Dr. Mahamadou Baumia started off in January 2022, there were 5 northern regions, 39%. Then in July, 42%. Then in October, or they put to October 2022, or they put to 22%. Then in July 2023, call 36%, and as at October 2023, John Muhammad Baumia and I'm 32%. And then Alan Shematin in the 5 northern regions is doing 5%. Na no and after the yen zoom in and call northern region proper. The northern region proper no. Ni yen hwe the AC wo honom na global info analytics form. E me kan kire yen se die na ekoso northern region proper. Enu nti no ama figures no etesa. In the northern region pet as you see an MPP kuta 9 seats, NDC kuta 9 seats. Don't forget it's a popular vote no so no 5 northern regions ni nyina no NDC lead MPP over 400,000. But now northern region peno yenhwe from January 2022 enkonkosi October 2023. In January 2022 JDM started off with 46%. And October 2022 no or they call 69%. And April 2023 or they call 76%. And presently at October 2023 JDM in the northern region panel and then 80%. And then then in January 2022 Dr. Muhammad Baumia and then 34%. And then in July 2022 Dr. Muhammad Baumia could do 88%. And then in October 2022, Dr. Muhammad Baumia about 29%. Then in April 2023, Dr. Muhammad Baumia comes down at 22%. Then in October 2023, Dr. Muhammad Baumia and in 13%. As at now, in just the northern region, Baumia at 13%, Mahama at 80%. A PhD student in intelligence and security, or say, and Ibemi, Jana Kwale, it can never happen. Musa Dankwa Yamwa.
Opening me, Jimuso. Hello.
What is saying?
Yaminadum Yahuye.
Good. A global for Debia say, Yanamutin and Kakanga. What the idea be about Mancro for Yamashomo? PhD student baako kura was we dear wanyini. And then next year, as at October 2023, John Mahama is projected to be at 80% in the standalone northern region. And Dr. Muhammad Baumia in the standalone northern region. On 13%. Dear Nancy.
Yo, Mida Senia Kunya Odiamai. Nemi Tiwa na over figures be around 13 days. Mamma explanation to some of the figures you were mentioning, and I did why it happened those times. We share July 2022. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia moved from 43% in the northern region to 88%. And Mahama collapsed from 55% to around 10%. But Kaya, this was before the economic crisis, before the economic crisis of 2022, which manifested in the July mid-year review. So Baumia was riding high in the northern region. Then Mahama collapsed. Then immediately after the mid-year review, October 2022, Baumia collapsed from 88 to 29%. And Mahama went up from 10% to 69%. And then Obekaya, between October to January 2023, fuel prices dropped. Price of goods stabilized and quite dropped in some cases. So there was optimism around the country, in fact. And that saw Baumia going up again from 29 to 62%, and Mahama dropping 37%. So those were defining moments in the northern region polls. So those polls had time stamps on them, and we have the reasons why those polls were behaving like that. Now, since January 2023, Mahama has been on ascendancy. In April, he went from 37% to 76%. In July, he dropped to 70%. And in October, he went up to 80%. Baumia in April was 22%, July 28%, and now at a poultry of 13%. Oshia, at the beginning of the 2022 polling season, I start here now the gap between Mahama and Baumia in the northern region, about 12%. Now that margin has gone to almost 60-something, 7% or so, which is quite high. Now, you made mention that none of them come from the northern region because Baumia from the east and Mahama from Savannah. So, northern region will be a neutral ground to really test the popularity of these candidates in the 2024 election because none of them come from that region. Now, what we can say is as the economy bites, Baumia goes down in the polls in northern region. So, and since April 2023, we've seen the economic crisis accelerated into today, and that is why Baumia is really behind in the poll in northern region.
Miribesia, a Friday, my baby Busa say, going into the future, what can we look for in the northern region? Given say, when it comes to the MPs, now a 9-9. Now we share the exploits of Ubiti say Mohammed Amin Anta. We share exploits of Ubiti say Hassan Tampoli. We share Mohammed Yusuf Mwa. Omu performance you share clearly. But you tell me say there is going to be a new poll. And also so no. Mobaba beye. It is a new poll. No so no. Share a regions in Libya. Ho no mwa na yehunu de edebeko. Say Ubiti say ye share regions in Libya. Eba said the ubesi afa besi bibi to say karaga ebeko saying na yahwe ehun no manti by Friday na yahwehwe said the ubesi new poll to cover Saboba, Tolong, Sabelugu, Sanelerugu and then Karaga. Yahweh said the ubesi afa ede ebeko
you. But before many
okay.
Yeah, special one be typically Zongo dominated constituency. I don't know within the next week here. We are checking the 3 candidates in Medina, in Ashaiman, in Ayawasu East, Ayawasu North, Ayawasu Central. And Asawasi constituency.
I cannot afford to wait any longer. Keep going.
So we are looking at these special constituencies, which are largely Muslim dominated, to see what is the effect of the Muslims and Zongos in the upcoming election by looking at the microcosm of these areas with regards to national elections. Very interesting times.
Very interesting times. Yadawase Musa Dankwa, Executive Director, Global Info Analytics. Yadawase.
Yes, madam.
Okay. Enti another one no. Obia wo 42 seconds to round up. Yapon anisa.
Enti Amaliba na shase.
Enti Amaliba 42 seconds.
Amaliba na shase asem. Ofa bra be wi
enti friends 42 seconds afwa.
Over 42 seconds they make catch Ghana for you and say Yira John Dramani Mahama a populist oni policy bia near obeti say etwemu no not in ho akofrem edu oba ye kabigu na sum edu ba bia no no akasa bonti
wa kam jene
ai o de du ha no no hwagim ohun say we ba no akoteki shine na aginisem ebi ne de o ka kire say teacher license exam so ba obetwem afi de o ma backtrack say examination o mo ka ho asem ofa na say examination e na ye ka ho asem de a me education actually say principle of teacher education or say unless you acquire the requisite scholarly knowledge at the university level, one cannot be properly termed a professional. And around the world, yes, some country, Canada, America, United Kingdom, teachers any license examination as standards the assess or more you issue professional license do operate. It's President Mahama coming to tell us say so be teacher license whether a license no chemo examination na wotwamo requirement na so be issue license na ma oba.
Okay. Amaliba
and say any discriminatory no e was say Ghana Dental and Medical Council or this ade na so ko ho.
Okay.
E was say Ghana School of Law or this ade na ko ho no be yetin be lawyer.
Okay.
Was that next military council? Examination. No, be at next. Journalist. My sense I trying to no be at no examination that Mahama. San or catch there. Obi antie bi.
Because we're exhibiting gross incompetence in handling the topic.
Agromesa no pado do say na gross incompetence.
Gross incompetence. Onim the okika.
Meeting.
They got 24-hour economy. Also on the airport. Na chop bar. Na drinking spot. When they come once them. Right? What for her? A real incrophobia. A could be from a chamber for local governance. Chamber for local governance. I'm the press release about one thing. I'm gonna say 24-hour economy, a game changer indeed for efficient local government, local governance and local governance and development in Ghana. Right? Well, for me for a statement number, but I make first paragraph now. The Chamber for Local Governance, Charlotte, has become aware of 24-hour economy policy as announced by flag bearer of the NDC, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, and has thoroughly analyzed its potential impact on the revenue generation drive and the corresponding improvement in the public services delivery by most metropolitan municipal assembly and district assembly MMDs. I can give you the almost statement, so I'll go and check for it and read it. Okay. Oversee, where and yet one more dear, he said one district, one dam, hey, one village, one factory. Abuaka Mosemono. Assembly it is well thought through. This policy no offer a very popular because of Assam President Mahama Kayenti. It was part of the engagement with the people during the development of the People's Manifesto in 2020 elections. It was part of it. And yet, dear Afina Eba, you should go and read about it further. Because it's a game changer. Right. The people have endorsed it.
2 seconds.
What family does say, particularly Mebunu, and we say, Amanyo Sem, a very serious matter. In the past 31 years, no, Sebio, Amanyo Sem Bibre, I share between the two duopoly, MPP and this were Timo coming and boying. This is the time Edu said he be voting a solution-oriented leader, a leader with a track record of performance, a leader who has the integrity to do what he says he will do. And that leader is Alan John Kwadwo Martin, backed by a solid track record in performance, both in private and public service. Ono, Anna, yesi mbon jeneso, na omidi president, na untimin transforming Ghana, MIA. To join the movement for change. Join.alanjohnkwadwochemartin.com will take you straight there. Alan John Kwadwo Martin, social media everywhere. We'll a link daho. Na beka ho na yen sesa amanyosem eni so emfri wetim wakame enko enyuma eni sika so medase.
Yampase damfa mampenifo emi ensa. Courage Nobi is the acting director of communications for the movement for change, presently being led by Alan Kwadwo Martin, former Trade Minister, and then Enokafuakwa represent the interests and the views of MPP, the New Patriotic Party, the party in government, and the party being led by Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia. And then we also have Amaliba Kingsley Haruna, also on the ticket of NDC, presently also being led by John Dramani Mahama. John Dramani Mahama, Wakudru Ahafo, Goso Hine. And all kind of some and Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia so could do brekum call nana brekuma honso sono yetu edidinachi and Kwadwo Martin so no and the United States are on so no air galvanizing support. You keep trekking with Mpenifuena near Kenya, but for now dear many apologies to a DJ foreigner on an Mpenimfo Olakoku Michael and Abraham Moye. Yebeko fie, if ye na yekono, a DJ foreigner, and Abraham Moye, led by Olakoku Michael, and Omdebeko fie. Gusuneti neat 100.9 FM.